Yeah.
You are on the Mutation conversation. You have got Dylan.
And Corey. Okay, that was better. Oh, we did it that time. Okay, all right. Let's make sure this sounds all right today. I really focused on making sure that everything had, we had like a nice frame rate,
Yeah.
that we had a nice sound capture. It sounds great, dude. We honestly, we honestly have a better live stream than some major
Yeah.
organizations do. Like, so like a bunch of like, okay, so like the main guy that I like watch MMA stuff through is Ariel Helwani, and he just moved to he just got hired by ESPN, right? And he used to work for this company called MMAfighting.com, and like they were just strictly a fighting journalist company, and he switched to ESPN. So like now, if I want to watch his show, it's in the middle of
Tuesday.
no. It was always in the middle of the week. It was usually on Monday. But what'll happen is I have to go through everything. I have to go through like Roger Federer and the Wimbledon and then fucking racing and it's like that's just like until you find the video that you want. And before he's like the flagship for the show. You know, he's the one. So like everything was always just real crisp and clean. But now he went to ESPN and there's just like so many problems and stuff, and you're like, damn, it was just perfect the way it was, you know what I mean? But we gotta turn this thing down. We are bright.
Bingo.
That's probably better. Let's get a look on here real quick. I still got a little corner there that I didn't really. Oh, it's gonna bug the fuck out of me. I should put what?
Coke mirror there.
I can't. It's on the window. I'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal. I have a poster up there that I was gonna put over.
So good. You could do that. But then it would reflect everything right here.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see how this looks here. Well, we look golden.
Good. Good.
Okay. Anyways, we could probably like get a bigger, a more dedicated computer with more power and things like that, and then
Actual Mac.
Yeah. I think what I've been seeing people use is they use like a power source, and then that goes out to the mics, and that's what powers all your mics and everything. But that also feeds into it's like a little power strip. It has all those different plugs on it, kind of like a mixer, I guess, but it's more like just a power supply for it, you know. So like that seems to like do a lot of work. Anyways, we don't have to talk about that kind of stuff. We don't have to talk about technicalities right now. So. You were saying that you thought the guy was trying to charge for the fee that a credit card company would charge you, right?
No, I was saying I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
It is
Saying you
illegal.
have a card minimum.
Yes. No, that's having a card minimum is not. That's just good business. So what you would have is, let's say if you charge $5, you have to pay.
So like an ATM, like there's a fee to use this machine.
Yes. It's like 2% or something like that on every transaction, right? So when you are paying more for the transaction than the transaction is worth,
right,
or something like that, it's like a minimum 2% charge. So like no matter, there's like a certain price that it doesn't go below. You know what I mean? So like it doesn't go below like $2 or some shit like that. I don't really know, but maybe it's less than that. But I just know that people don't want to sell it below a certain price because they only make like 10 cents on the charge. That's why if they, like I said, if they charged you $2 and then the fee was $1, they made $1. They could just charge you $5 and the fee's $1, and they made $4.
right.
But they're not charging you any extra. What would be fucked up? And what would make that illegal is if they said, okay, well here is you're buying a $3 item, but we're gonna make you pay $4 because you need to pay for that charge. That's gonna come out of our pocket. That's what they can't do. So like I used to have a boss that would be like, oh, if you want to run it credit, it's a $2 charge, and I had to tell her that's illegal.
Yeah.
You can't charge them to pay your tax for that machine.
Did she stop doing it?
I don't know. She fired me. That's what I get for trying to be smarter than my fucking boss. Either way.
So what's been new in Corey's life since the last stream?
I don't know.
When was our last stream? Like a month ago?
Let's see. Probably 4 weeks, yeah. Let's see. I can look it up here and we'll know for sure. Man, I'm really sad that I could not get this fucking thing to work. And I just sat here last night and it worked. Yeah, 1 month ago. You're right. 17 views. Wow.
Damn, thank you guys.
Fuck, man. What happened to those days when we used to get 88?
People in India gave me
Oh, you're right. Well, fuck them.
You're probably tuned in to hear.
Never mind.
Never mind.
No, I don't know, man. We have a new guy that's been like helping out.
Was it that dude who was on the front counter?
Yeah.
How's that going?
I don't know. No, I guess not very well because Mitzi's coming back.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, Mitzi's gonna be back next week, so that's really good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's a little odd, like having like a person that's like there to do things, but they don't really do anything.
That's like what Christian did.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of doing what Christian was doing.
Yeah, but they were gonna teach him how to pierce, but I think they're just deciding that it's gonna take a lot longer than they really thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. So I don't know. Mitzi wanted to come back anyway. You know, like that was something that she wanted to do. So they just talked about it and then seemed to work it all out and everything. So she's gonna come back.
Are you glad that she's coming back?
Yeah, we need it bad. Just like there's a level of like customer service that's like not there whenever she's gone. You know, and so I mean, I don't know. She can bother you sometimes, but like when you think about it, it's like you're just being a dick about nothing. You know what I mean? Like if I'm like want to get mad, I'm like, okay, why I'm getting mad at this? I don't know how old Mitzi is. I think she's like 43 or something like that. I was like, I'm getting mad at this 43-year-old woman for trying to be nice to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I just try not to do it, and I try to get mad about it. I try to just like.
Let it happen.
Yeah, she's just trying her best, and then when I see other people that aren't, I'm like getting mad about that, and I'm like, okay, well, what do I gotta pick a side? Am I frustrated with the person that's being overly nice, or am I mad at the person that's being a fucking dickhead? So, which is also a great segue because for for Black Bulls and Lemonade, have you seen the people that okay, I'm going to put this into a thing before I actually bring up the story. Okay, have you ever seen someone doing something and just the cunt in you makes you, and you're like, I'm going to fucking tell on that person or something. I don't know. I'm going to tell them they need to stop. You know, you don't ever get that kind of feeling. I'll go over there. I'll make them stop that. I'll fix this.
Kind of.
But then you stop and you pause and you're like, wait. I don't fucking give a shit. Like that's what I'm like. Wait, and that's what I am like more now because like people will come up to me at the shop. This fucking guy up here, he's fucking blah blah blah. Ask if you can go to the bathroom. And then like that would be the spaz, and I get it. We're being authoritarian. I get it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, and then I think about it, and like for a second, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. And then I think I'm like, I'll just let him go to the bathroom. No, you're never a dick like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a scenario where I would be like that.
Okay, so the story is that there's these kids in this neighborhood, and they're selling lemonade.
Okay.
They're black kids. and this guy is like calling they're screaming and yelling
That they're selling lemonade.
that they're selling lemonade, and he's gonna shut this shit down. These are like 7-year-olds.
It's like that lady with the water. You know, remember that?
A lady with the water.
Happened like a couple weeks ago.
Uh-uh.
These kids were selling water bottles outside in like the 100-degree weather, and she called the cops on them because they didn't have a license, and now her business got shut down because of it.
Whose?
The lady who called the cops on them because it went viral and like people
Oh.
stopped funding.
Oh,
her-
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like a cannabis company or something. Like
Okay. Okay. Where does this happen at?
up north somewhere.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so similar thing. Just like, I don't know. I guess like people have this concern, or like maybe they feel like they're the person, like I'm responsible for this community's well-being.
Yeah.
I am gonna make sure that these people are I don't know, evildoers. But I like I said, I try not to feel like that. And I see those things like come along, and I'm like, oh fuck, why do I have to be like this? Okay, so what happened the other day is I was we like went to go eat breakfast, and this is like Wednesday morning, and we all went to go eat breakfast. This is literally Wednesday morning right before 12. This is literally in the very middle of the fucking week. And I'm pulling up the street here, and I have my kids in the back. My wife's in the. My wife is driving. She's driving, and I am in the passenger seat. And we're coming up the road here, right, just straight up here up Tulip, and we get to the intersection right there, and we're about to turn into the driveway. But we don't have to get to the intersection because we can just turn into the driveway.
Right.
But there's a car coming from the other way back towards us, right? And it's like a Ford Escape, and like they're coming. And so like, and they don't, it's not slowing down, but they get to the stop sign and they're not slowing down right through the stop sign. Whoosh. And Kristen's like turning into the driveway. And I'm like, fuck, like they're coming, dude. They're going to hit us in the fucking intersection.
Right.
Pulling into our fucking driveway, dude. And so like at the last fucking second, like Kristen just like kind of guns it into the thing, and he turns it. And then I was like, will you turn around? I don't know why. Like, and I wasn't even feeling cunty.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling snooty. I really didn't feel like a fucking dickhead. Like, but I did get a sense of that feeling like, okay, I have to like, I mean, like, he literally almost plowed into me and my fucking family in the middle of the fucking week at noon on a Wednesday.
Right.
So like I was like, will you turn around? Kristen's like, yeah. And so like she like backs it up, and like we go down, and he had already went through and down the street and across Buttonwood and into the next street, just straight across from Tulip. And like I saw them down there, and we like pulled up next to him, and he had hickeys all over his neck. And he had this fucking big curly white dude fro thing, and he had these weird shitty whiskers on his face and stuff, dude. Just fucking first class white trash, man. And his girlfriend was in the seat, and they were just fucking barred out, brother. They were just out of it. They did not even. And so like I was like, the fuck is your deal, dude? What the fuck is going on, man? And he was like, what? And I was like, dude, you almost hit my entire fucking family back there on the next block. You almost just fucking ran right through us. You just blew through a fucking stop sign, dude. A 4-way fucking stop sign. You just blew right through it and almost fucking hit us. And so he's like, oh man, well I can't stop. And I was like, and I looked at the car, and I'm still in the car I'm still in the car. And I looked at the car and I said, you're stopped right fucking now. How come you didn't end up in that field over there? You're stopped right now. And I was like, so you're just telling me if there's fucking kids there, you just couldn't stop? Like there's kids all over this fucking intersection right here. There's kids at every single fucking house on this at the corner of these things, you know. So like, anyways, so he's like, I don't really see what the problem is. And I got out of the fucking car, dude. And I was like, you don't understand the fucking problem, dude. You don't understand the fucking problem. And I'm like at his I'm on him, right? I mean, he's got his arm out, and I'm out here. I'm touching him. And he's like, I think you need to fucking chill out. I said, me chill out? I'm telling you that this is fucking serious. Yeah. And I said to him, I looked at him, I said, I'm not beating your fucking ass. Like, that would be me needing to chill out. I'm just talking to you. I was like, "Are you okay?" Because I mean, and I kind of changed it because I didn't want to just be a dick. Because honestly, my concern was that someone wasn't okay, and that might end up with other people getting hurt. You know what I mean? And like, if this guy can't even keep, I mean, he was stopped, but if he would have tried to fuck, I wasn't gonna let that kid drive away.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I would have caught him like at the intersection or something, I would have taken his fucking keys and thrown him across the street if I thought he couldn't drive.
Right.
But that was probably my concern more than anything, was that he just fucking toasted in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
And just not, and he's gonna plow through some shit and not even know it. But anyways, then I ended up just like being like super apologetic. You know what I mean?
Turned into a real bitch.
Dude, I could go through all the fucking phases. I mean, I'm I'm full on Hulk Hogan. Yeah. This is a 12-step program in about 45 seconds, dude. Like I've got anger, denial, all this. Like,
what happened?
I just no. He was stopped and like I said, I just was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, are you gonna be all right?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. And I was like, "Please, just be careful. Just be careful, dude. If you want to get fucked up or do whatever you want to do, just be careful." Yeah, and he's like, okay. And I was like, I'm sorry. And then I got in the car. Because I didn't want to scare the guy. I really didn't.
Right.
But then, did I? I did.
You definitely
I
scared
did.
the shit out of him.
Oh, I definitely scared the fuck out of him, dude.
You know,
Like,
okay, so if he wasn't scared, he would have driven off. But he was so stricken with fear, probably, that he had to sit down and listen to the rest of it.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
You knuckle drag behind him and then
Man.
grab him out of the car.
Kristen was like, fuck him up. I'm not kidding. And like, I was not ready for that. She was like, fuck him up. And I was like, wow, dude. Like, she thought I was gonna fucking kick his ass. Yeah. Dude, she was like, no, fuck that. Kick his ass. I was like, wow, babe, you're really out there on this one today. I like it.
Let's get home.
I like it. Yeah. Oh, man. That's so funny. Yeah, it was
So
crazy.
the lemonade. It was that.
Oh, we're talking almost the same lines. He comes down, "You don't got a permit to be selling lemonade out here." Huh?
Is it a video?
I don't know.
Or you just read articles?
Yeah, I've just like read a bunch of news stuff. That's about it. Are you playing with my socks?
Yeah, there's like a grippy thing there. Sorry.
Oh fuck. Hey, you want to see something cool?
What the fuck is that?
It's a taser.
Does it actually tase people?
Yeah, come here.
No, dude, no, fuck you.
Don't tase me, bro. How was the "don't tase me, bro" such a big fucking phenomenon? Ah!
Oh, dude, if you start that shit around Garrett.
Yeah. Well, good thing I don't have to worry about that anymore. Oh man. Well, anyways, so there's another one that happened where this lady is a community pool Overwatch security lifeguard situation, right? There's a bunch of people at the pool. There's people in the pool with hats and shirts and trunks and bikinis and one pieces and things that we'd have never even heard of yet.
Okay.
And then a young black man shows up.
Is this a joke? Or
No,
is this a story?
no, this is
It
fucking.
sounds like
Is this a joke? And then a young black man shows up, and he strolls along, and he sits down on one of the little folding chairs, and he takes off his shirt, he takes off his hat, kicks his slides off, gets a drink of water, probably doesn't use sunscreen. And then he goes and he jumps in the pool with his socks on. Right? So, authority lifeguard, security lady
Yeah.
calls the police
Because he's in the pool with socks
because he's in the pool with his
on?
socks on. And she's not... She never said anything to him. She never spoke to him. She never asked him.
She just thought, I'm just going to call the cops.
She said, I'll just call the cops. You're just covering up your entire face right now. Sure. No, not really, but whatever. You got to get there. That's where you need to be.
Right here?
Yeah, but that needs to be off to the side. Like it needs to you need to pick a side on that. Yeah. Tuck into this thing here.
I can't.
Why not?
Because this thing's here.
Yeah, but just crisscross your applesauce or something. You can't get closer to this thing?
No, dude.
Okay. Well, you look good right there. That's good. Okay. Sorry. Yes, thank you. You were like a whisper in this frame. This thing was so big, and it was just your little head floating above nothing. Okay. Okay, so she calls the police, right? And but she never said anything to the guy. I don't understand why she didn't say anything to the guy. Anyway, so the guy gets removed from the thing and all that shit. But the thing is that there was other people wearing clothing in the pool too, and nobody said anything to them. I mean, I guess it's against the rules. It is against the rules.
Why?
And I got you. Don't wear your fucking socks in the pool, dude.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why?
It's disgusting.
No more disgusting than your bare feet in the pool.
Yeah, because you keep socks and shoes on your feet, and those get... I mean, that keeps dirt and rocks and dog shit and cat piss and all that stuff off of your feet. But if you're just scooting around your house with fucking cat hair on your socks and shit, and I don't know. The socks seem to be collecting a lot more dirt than your feet would. They have things that you wash your feet before you go in the pool too.
When have you ever used that though?
Every time I see one.
You wash your feet before you get in the pool?
Yeah, I like to make the most of every experience. You know what I mean? Slow me down. Let's get me ready. I like the experience, bro. I'm here for the foot bath. I'm here for the hot tub. I'm here for
Let's go check out the Dippin'
I'm here for the vending machines. Yeah, I want a can of Dr. Pepper.
You're doing every single ride.
I'm doing everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing all the games. I'm using all the bathrooms. I'll probably smoke a cigarette in one.
There you go.
I like doing that.
Smoking cigarettes in pool bathrooms?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Any bathroom, right?
I'm kind of the same way. Anytime I go somewhere, I always think,
Man.
where can I smoke?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet you there's good stuff in the smoking spots.
In the Rangers game?
Yeah.
At the Rangers,
Yeah.
they have that one designated, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
what's it called? In the bank, you know how they have the poles with the
Yeah,
rope on them?
I know what you mean.
It's all roped off.
Yeah. And they got a couple little fucking things in there. Little sniffers.
And it's always just a bunch of people huddled up.
I love them.
smoking
That's my
cigarettes.
people.
Yeah.
You know where my favorite
That's
place?
my tribe.
Yeah, you know where my favorite people are. My favorite smoking areas. The one at Six Flags.
I've never been to Six Flags. Or I've been twice, but
You weren't smoking.
I wasn't. I mean, not really. I think the last time I went was 8th grade.
Why?
I hate roller coasters.
Why?
Absolutely hate them.
I don't understand. What did they do to you?
I don't enjoy the feeling of my stomach dropping and shit like that.
But you don't like the getting. I like the overcoming of that.
No. I know what I like.
Bro, I don't like that shit either. I get to the point where I feel like I'm about to pass out.
Then why do you do it?
I don't know. It's fun. Because there are amazing things just on the other side of fear.
My coworker Colton's going skydiving Sunday. If you want to go with him.
I don't want to go with him. I don't know. No, I don't want to go with him.
Would you go skydiving?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Really?
I had this argument with.
There's just enough people that have done it where I'm like, okay, I can do it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's also people that have died doing it. I'm not.
There's people that have died doing everything.
I know, and that's where I had this argument with my.
You're like, yeah, I don't do any of those things.
Yeah, I don't even drive. Why do you think I'm sitting inside? I bring a cigarette everywhere. But he was saying every time you get in a car, people die in car crashes all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, but driving a car places is a necessity. I was like, that's every day you need to do that to get to where you can make money.
Yeah, yeah.
Skydiving is just signing yourself up to jump out of an airplane. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And with my luck, I'd be the dude who the parachute doesn't deploy or it has some sort of problem and it comes out last minute and I break my legs. It's just, I don't know.
Man, so I tattooed this guy one time that was a, what did he do? Oh, he was a paratrooper, right? And he had made a ton of really successful jumps and stuff like that. And one night his night vision, because they jump at night, and so his night vision went out, right? So he couldn't see, and I guess something had happened where he had dropped just a lot faster than he thought he really was, and he hit the ground and it made him like a quadriplegic. You know what I mean? Or paraplegic, whatever it is. His arms and legs quit working.
You tattooed him?
Yeah, I tattooed him. Yeah.
Does his arms and legs still not work?
No, yeah, he's just stuck in a wheelchair. He's stuck in like he has to like move with it. He's like he drives it with the air from his mouth. He blows in a tube.
Almost said as my boss.
Yeah, just take it here, bro. Don't go nowhere. I want to be involved.
Hello? Hey. The Kia Soul? Yeah, I talked to Colton. Colton was supposed to give him the keys and stuff to it. Alright, I'll let him know. Looks like I gotta make a quick work call.
Colton's the one that doesn't do anything. Right? right? I mean, but am I right?
No, he does stuff. He just
I'm not good at
not
it.
motivated to work alone.
That's sad.
Why is he not answering his call?
Watch.
It's like Drake and Josh.
Yeah. And then I can just go back to the other one where it's like just you.
Is our audio working?
It would seem as if it is not. Oh, I'm connected to the speaker in the garage.
Oh.
That's why. We're just like screaming in the garage. I was about to freak out. We're making this solid gold. We're just like screaming. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Woof, scare you. Scare me every fucking time. I don't know why. But you won't go skydiving.
No, absolutely.
You'll do this fucking podcast once a month with all these troubles. Well,
I don't know.
do you know any hot sales tips? Have you heard like some savvy salesman pitch and you're just like, that's the secret right there. You're not looking for that sales secret, bro. That would be me all the time. And be like, how do I figure this shit out?
I have seen like a lot of bad sales techniques.
All right.
Like,
So you're learning what not to do.
yeah.
You're learning how to go the other way.
Yeah, because like the old-fashioned way, some people still do at the dealership. They like won't give you your keys back if you decide you don't like when you're trading in your car. And
This sounds shitty.
you just don't agree on numbers, like you've been doing it for a little bit, stuff like that. If you don't agree to do it, some people like won't give you your keys back.
I don't understand what that. Why?
It's to like buy them time, but it comes off really shitty because like they want to go, but they're like, oh, we misplaced your keys, we're looking for them right now. Just sit down for a little bit, and then my manager's gonna give me a call whenever.
They're looking for the keys for your fucking car.
Yeah.
I would be like, bitch, find my fucking shit.
Yeah.
You telling me you got my house key on that thing?
Yeah.
Or you should probably make them take that off.
No, I mean.
Just hand you the whole fucking wad of keys. I'd be like, you have the keys to my house right now. You know where I live. Give me my motherfucking shit. Who's out making copies of my keys?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Damn, I would be ignorant. You do not want to deal with me.
Bro, I told this so I sold this dude a Kia Soul last night.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I sold him a Kia Soul last night in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
From the time he got to the dealership to the time he left, he was there for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He, on the way out to the car so he could look at it, I told him, I was like, I'm just going to let you know, I don't know a single fucking thing about cars.
Yeah.
I was like, you're going to have a lot of questions about this, and I'm not going to be able to answer them.
Yeah.
I was like, but I'll take your questions to someone who does know the answer, and I'll find out the answer for you.
What did he want to know that's so just in depth about a fucking Kia Soul?
He wanted to know if it had Bluetooth, if it's got cruise control.
You don't know that kind of shit?
The horsepower of it
Bro,
is.
what the fuck? It says it on the sticker.
There's no sticker on used cars.
Bro, you gotta know that shit.
I don't, dude. I'm doing.
Why don't you?
Dude, so used cars. Our department sold 2 cars yesterday.
Yeah.
And they were both from me.
Okay.
and I think I'm like number 3 in the used car department right now.
I got you. I'm just saying.
I know my shit.
I'm just saying. You could always know.
Yeah, but
And that guy's like, you know what? Dylan's the fucking man. Just lie.
just bullshit.
You mean you are a used car dealer? You got to get your Al Bundy on, bro.
Al Bundy.
Never mind. Just never mind. You don't remember Al Bundy?
No, I remember Ted Bundy.
Oh my God, Al Bundy was the. Do you not know that show, Married with Children?
No.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy to me that you don't know that. I mean, I'm not gonna hate you for it, but it is kind of crazy.
I mean, is that like a sitcom or something?
Yeah, it was really popular for a long time. He would like sit down on the couch and he'd put his hand in his pants. He had that wife with the really big red hair.
Reba.
Peg. Peggy.
No.
No?
Don't remember it at all.
Fuck, dude. It's one of the greatest shows of all. It's one of the greatest shows of all time. This is okay, so this is like kind of like that. But like dysfunctional family Full House.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see. This is so stupid that I can't get this to. Oh, maybe let's see. I'm gonna. I don't want to add it to it. No fucking whole thing fuck up. Damn it. This would be great right now.
It would be great.
This would be amazing. I can't believe that I can't get it on here. This is so fucking stupid. I kind of want to try it. Whatever. I ain't gonna risk it. Okay. Love and marriage, love and marriage. It had the guy. It had Ed Helms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know who that is?
Office?
From no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. What's the guy's name? Damn. Fuck.
It's not Urkel, is it? Oh, yeah, that's the dude from Modern Family.
Yeah.
No, not over there. Could you put it down over there?
Fun. Hey, that dude's there to pick up the Kia Soul.
Yeah, Kia Soul on deck.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you.
How much I'm gonna put down on the green Kia? Kia Soul on deck.
Kia Soul's on deck. He's already out of here, boys.
Got her lubed up.
Got her lubed up, ready to go, and now he's going like wildfire.
So, sometimes I just feel like some people are just itching to be fucking cunts, you know what I mean? And they just can't wait. You just
You gotta be a stickler about everything.
Captain fucking Save a Block or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
The
Like,
Knights of the Night.
Knights of the Night. You're right. That's exactly what they're like, man. That's
Those
so
are the same
fucked up.
people that were like the hall monitor in school.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a certain amount of responsibility that comes with those types of things, and you do have to. You do got. Hey, man, you can't let the people dictate themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they'll run rampant.
Yeah.
They'll destroy everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Did you have to be the hall monitor?
I think I was a crossing guard
You were?
once.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't want to put that. Really, they didn't want to put that kind of responsibility on me.
My elementary. They didn't think you were ready.
Yeah, no,
You weren't
definitely.
equipped with-
They're like, we're not gonna. No.
Yeah.
But I got to do it one time.
And that was it.
But here's the thing, is that I think that they didn't really expect from me because I think they thought that my attention span had a problem, you know what I mean? And probably, yeah, and like I wouldn't do the right things out there to make sure people were being safe. But I also like have just like attention to detail where like I'm like, okay, so there's like a lot, if it's something that I haven't done, sometimes there's like a lot of aspects to that
Yeah.
that I'm like, okay, well, let's figure this out. And like, that'll occupy me for a while, you know what I mean? But what happens is like a couple weeks go by and I've gotten used to it. And I'm like, well, now I know the times that I can fuck shit up. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, in between here, you know, when the cars are going, yeah, shit like that. You know, I start figuring out
Yeah.
things and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, fuck. So, I guess I'm like a little mouse in a maze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My elementary school, they did like they had like a sign out sheet and like people's names were on it, and like
Yeah.
they took turns being the hall monitor for like a period every day or something
Yeah.
like that. And I remember I was at once and I thought I was like the shit for it.
Were
I was
you
asking everyone if they had a pass.
Were you ever the line leader?
Probably a few times.
Was that a thing for you?
Line leader, yeah.
Yeah.
Put your bubble in your mouth. And then
Wow. You remember when you had to like walk down the hallway with like your fingers up or some weird shit like that? What is this?
oh yes. Yeah.
What kind of weird fucking Stalin salute is that
Yeah.
shit, dude?
It was probably just like the individual teachers that were like, then they can do this.
Oh, so cringy.
My little line.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Hail. Why would you do that to children? I don't get it. Let's see here. Oh, the Cave Boys.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, the soccer team.
Dude, they're like 5 hours underwater.
No, I know. I don't know how the fuck they got there.
Spelunking.
They were spelunking, yeah. But you know how much shit the coach is gonna be.
Why though? He didn't fucking know a monsoon was gonna fucking come.
Okay, but why the fuck?
You gotta
is he
check that
taking-
weather report, bro.
Why is he taking his soccer team spelunking?
I don't know. Team building
You're
exercise.
telling me if Harvey was playing team sports and all of a sudden the coach wanted to go spelunking with them and he got trapped underwater for 5
I mean, I'm gonna fuck that guy up, yeah.
He's probably not in a hurry to get out at all. He's like, God,
You're right. He's like leaving the air tanks open. He's like, there's not enough in this one. Like,
yeah.
so, one of the guys died though.
Yeah, they're trying to rescue him.
Yeah, trying to get down there to them.
Mhm.
Man, that's
ran out
fucking
off.
shitty, dude. He was, but damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
He was like a Navy SEAL or some shit like that.
yeah, he ran out. But
Fuck, dude.
can you imagine like having to swim 5 hours underwater to get to them?
Is that just because it takes a long time, or that's how far it is?
I think that's how far it is.
So here's the thing: is that I heard that they've been further than that before. This is a cave, right? I haven't seen any visuals on this. I've only heard a couple things.
I mean, you haven't seen like the
No.
videos of the guys down there?
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a Thai soccer team.
Where are they at?
I don't know where they're at.
Fuck it.
They're at fuck it. Yeah.
You think so? Are they in Thailand?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. They're somewhere underwater.
God damn it! I fucking need you to come
If
in
they're
with
in Thailand, they're
information.
probably closer to the
Somewhere underwater. Probably by the equator. God damn it, dude. Okay, I'm gonna find out right now.
But they got everyone out, right?
No, there's 4 left. Damn, this would be so handy. I don't know, man.
Stormy Daniels just got arrested.
For what? Did you see Chris Brown got arrested?
Yeah. She was arrested in Ohio for allowing a customer to touch her while on stage.
Wait, what?
Stormy Daniels got arrested in Ohio because she allowed a customer to touch her while on stage in a non-sexual manner.
Just to touch her in a non-sexual manner?
I don't understand it.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense. What does that mean? A non-sexual manner or a very sexual manner?
Non-sexual.
So like, why would she get arrested then?
I have no idea.
They're like, it better be sexual.
Yeah. Oh, no, his hand's still visible. Not doing it.
I don't understand why this is a thing and why she's being arrested for something
Did
like
you
that.
find out where they are?
No. Let's see. This says that they're all out, but I don't think that they are.
I think they got them all out.
No, bro, I don't think they're all out. Maybe they all are out. Okay, so but they were let's see, we are filling So Elon Musk said he was gonna send his people out there, dude.
No, he sent that thing he built to Thailand, and they were like, "Nah, we're not gonna use that."
What was it?
It was like this. How do I explain it? It's almost like a submarine type thing. Hold on one second.
Like a little, like a one person. Hey, do you think it's like one of those things that like has like an air pocket and you just like put your head in it and then like, have you seen those? The little like personal submarine torpedo things? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, look, it has a big glass dome on it, and when you get in the water, you put it over your head, and but like it's just like if you put a big bowl over your head, right? But it's glass, and you can see through it, and then you put it under the water, and it has like handles on it because you're holding it over your head. There's air right there, and it has handles on it, and it has like these little jet streams on the side, and it literally propels you while your head is inside of this thing. But I mean, I'm sure you would breathe that air up in a matter of like 15 minutes. That sounds like some really dangerous shit. Because if you let go of it, or water just like it went into your fucking helmet, you're fucked. And that thing's just gonna sink. Damn, that's a really bad idea now that I think about it. Damn, that's like the most dangerous shit ever. I told you about the guy that made that personal submarine, right? And then killed that chick.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was fucking nuts, man. That shit was nuts.
Submarine. Did you get arrested for that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He like smashed her head in or some shit like that, and then he said that the hood, like the cockpit thing, fell on her.
Yeah.
And he was, I don't know, I was like, okay, so you just fucking dumped her off. you're like, well, look, I'm not done my joyride yet.
Yeah.
You're not gonna ruin my Sunday.
There's so much left.
My Sunday rides. We're gonna have to put a new camera up around here. I don't know. I'm going to have to get one that's really, like, attached to your head or something.
Like a GoPro that's like right
Yeah, yeah.
Why? I move around a lot.
Yeah, I know. You're all over the place. You know what was cool about having the iPad through the thing right here was that I could even turn the camera on for the iPad, and it would make it, it would mirror it to this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I could take a picture of you with it.
And then you could just see it up on the screen.
You could see everything. It mirrored the entire thing, everything from it.
It's like screen recording.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, so if you're, I mean, have you ever been into a cave?
A cave?
Like a cavern? A cavernous region?
I want to say, like, when we went in 5th grade, we went to Camp Grady Spruce, and we went to, like, what's it called? Hell's something?
I don't know. I've never been to hell.
No, it's, like, over in Possum Kingdom.
Okay. I never heard of this.
It's like Hell's Gate or something like that.
That's disgusting, dude.
It's like a big, like, cliff and stuff. I feel like we kind of took our boat into like a cavern kind of thing. But no, I've never been like spelunking. I saw The Descent really early in my life, and I won't do it.
Did you see that thing where that guy, he's like underwater, and it looks like he's like walking on the water, under the water? Okay, so like he's in a cave that's flooded, but he's upside down. But they don't know that because you can't tell from the aspect. You know, they flip the video.
Yeah.
He's upside down, so it looks like, okay, so like a cave like comes up and rounds up at the top, right? Well, the water has filled the cave only to a certain point though. So there's still air in the cave after these certain points, but the cave rounds off at the bottom. So it kind of looks like you're walking through a little valley in a cave, you know? And so those areas where there's air above the water, when you're underwater, it looks like a puddle. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing on the other side of it. It looks like a puddle. So like him walking, he's like walking on the ceiling of this cave. He's like upside down, walking on the ceiling. Well, I mean, he's underwater. I mean, it's not. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you know what I mean? You ever like walk on your hands in the swimming pool or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that he's like that, and he's using his hands to like help propel it. You know what I mean? You can see him like kind of flap his hands down and stuff. He's trying to keep himself pressed up towards the roof of it, but then he's like hopping over the little areas that look like puddles, so it looks like he's in like an underwater lake.
Find it.
Okay.
Because I'm so confused.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is gonna be another thing that I'm gonna show you as well. Fuck, this is so stupid that we don't have this on the fucking. I'm gonna try it. I'm doing it. No, I'm not. Okay, this shit. You got the computer right there. I don't know why we're not fucking doing it right there. Okay, this guy. This is not the same guy. But what you're about to see here is a guy that's traveling. Look at this, dude. He is literally floating along by the gravitational pull of the Earth through the water. Like gravity is pulling him around that.
Does he have an oxygen tank or anything?
No, he's free diving.
This looks like a CGI guy.
It's not.
No, that's not
No,
a real
it,
guy.
yes, it is. He's gone into this like meta state and he's like floating around. I guarantee you he's real. So some people say that they can remove oxygen from their like they can remove dead oxygen from like red blood cells and things like that, and they can like power load their body. You know what I mean? So they're like getting all the carbon dioxide out of their body, and then it's being loaded with oxygen. So that some people say that you can literally get oxygen. See, that's not a fake dude. Some people say that you can literally get, but he's going pretty fast underwater just by the pull and the current of the water.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I would have.
What?
Smoker's lungs, so
Yeah.
I'd get down to the bottom and panic my way up.
Some people say you can like load your body with oxygen, you know, even like your blood vessels. So they do this like, and they like pressure, and then they're like pushing blood in there or oxygen into more blood and stuff. And some people say you can even like once you're underwater for a while, you'll see like oxygen form on your or carbon dioxide form on your body a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's from the pressure of the water trying to push oxygen into you. It's insane. It's really insane. And so some people say that like you get loaded with so much oxygen that you can be underwater for a long time because your body has the oxygen in it.
Like 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. I think it might be even. But just like you would be surprised like how long it is when you're underwater, because that's what it is though, because they're loading their bodies with oxygen, you know. Pretty crazy. Okay, so that's not the guy. I'm having a hard time actually finding that guy.
I mean, kind of like, have you ever like gotten in a bath and seen all like the bubbles and like the little thousands of bubbles like pile up on your like torso?
Okay, so here we go. This is pretty similar to that. The way that see they are upside down, underwater. You see that?
Yeah.
They're under the water.
So his ass is just like
It barely
poking
coming
out
up
of the
out of the water, yeah. Uh-oh, what are you about to see? Oh. Anyway, so there's a guy that's like walking in the I'm still going to keep looking for him here, but I don't know. You know, I see it on Instagram all the time sometimes in like those weird satisfying videos. So maybe I'll have to check there and see what it says.
Yeah.
And see if next time I see it, I'll send it to you.
I find a ton of shit on Instagram just from like, and most of it's spam.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that though.
Almost all of it's spam actually. Now that I think about it.
Okay, we're going to try to connect it right now.
Let's do it.
No. So stupid. I don't know how I got this to work last night and then now it won't. It's so fucking dumb.
Burn it up.
Edit shot. Oh, Oh, I can turn the fucking vent on. That's probably what it needs.
You hot too?
No, I feel fine. But I forgot that this thing was closed. And it just gets fucking hot as shit in my house. Man, this is frustrating because I want this shit to work.
I'm pretty sure they said that they were trying to get. No, Maxo Cream was like a. He did his pitch for Double XL 2018 thing.
Yeah, they don't want that stuff. His stuff is like folk rap. You know what I'm saying? That's what people think of it. They're like, dude, we want some fucking.
He's old school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
They
folk
want, like,
rap.
trap rap.
You're like, okay, would you don't rap about the.
Go back to your limited instinct.
They're like, all right, bro. We get it. Hey, we get it. You're from the hood. Okay. What else you got? I don't know. People are weird.
Sorry, we only take people 19 or younger.
Yeah, I feel like that would definitely be a thing. Do you want a Topo Chico? Okay, well, I'm going to get you one anyway because I got something for you. Entertain the people.
Alright, guys. So, two black guys going.
Oh, my God. Never mind. I'm going to mute everything.
Let's just read through some news. Alright, so. Fortnite added a golf cart. Oh, there's a racetrack on it, too. Fair enough. That might be cool. Dictionary.com just shade Kylie Jenner. Forbes is saying that Kylie Jenner is a self-made almost billionaire. And Dictionary.com replies to that and says, self-made means having succeeded in life unaided. Used in a sentence, Forbes says that Kylie Jenner is a self-made woman. Damn, Dictionary.com. Damn.
Love you, Harvey.
Bye.
Okay.
We talked about how Dictionary.com just shaded Kylie Jenner. What do you got?
Oh. This.
Mio.
Yeah. Mio Mayo.
Is this the coffee kind?
No, man, I don't fucking do that. That does actually sound like a good idea.
No, they do have coffee.
I know, that does sound like a good
So
idea.
bad.
What if I drink it in the Topo, though?
I don't know if that'd be any better.
Well, I didn't get it on purpose, so that's good.
I think I've got some at my house that I bought when we first moved in the apartment.
Can I see your lighter?
I got my keys. I have a bottle opener on it.
Even better!
Here's the keys to my truck.
Thank you. What the fuck?
There you go. I love watching that shit mix for the first time. Looks like Future's album.
Looks like dirty Sprite, too. Don't do that.
I'm just mixing it up.
Be careful, dude. That shit'll blow up right in your fucking face. That's gonna explode on you.
No, it won't.
Bro. Pop! I got a black cherry one, and I tell you what, the way the way of the flavor of the Topo Chico, it kind of tastes like Dr. Pepper.
This reminds me of like a blue raspberry icy.
They're pretty good, and this isn't even cold.
Topo Chico's a good mixing drink.
I don't think that people do it enough. I don't think that people do it at all. Like every time I ever put anything into a topo, people are like, "What? What are you doing? What?"
The whole 5-hour energy thing's genius.
I mean, every time I do it, people are just like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, I don't know. I just don't know why anybody never thinks of putting. Maybe people don't drink these very much. I feel like they do a lot now because I go to Kroger and there's a whole fucking aisle of, cases of these.
No, everyone at work makes fun of me for liking Topo Chico.
Why,
I don't
dude?
know.
What is so wrong with people these
I have
days?
no idea.
Why do people make fun of people for drinking fucking water?
I think it's better than like LaCroix and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have all that shit in there. LaCroix's got all kinds of like weird, like little flavory things and stuff, hints
Yeah,
and
but
flavors.
this is mineral water too. I don't know if that affects the taste at all, but
Yeah.
like an ice cold Topo Chico is like the most refreshing shit in the world. You know what I mean? Like you're in the yard all day doing shit, you're sweaty.
Yeah.
You come in, you pop a Topo Chico.
Dude, I'm addicted to it. Like I drink 6 of them a fucking day.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, that's probably expensive.
I've got like 2 12-packs in my fridge right now.
Yeah, I got 2 in there too. I don't know how many. Is that how many are in the case?
12, yeah.
It was like $8.
They're cheap.
That's not bad at all. Hey, I like this.
Have you not tried it before?
No, I have. I just was saying I like it.
Alright. No, I don't know. But I do want to like get away from drinking everything but like water. You know what I mean?
I mean, coffee and water is really much all I'm fucking drinking these days. Every now and then I drink a
like
lemonade.
sweet tea.
This tea, does this, where do you get this tea? Do you make it?
No, I don't make it.
You've never made?
I mean, like if me and Zoe ever go get food somewhere, I'll get like a sweet tea.
Oh, okay.
At restaurants and stuff.
Okay. Does tea give you any kind of, like, caffeinated boost or anything at all?
I think tea does have caffeine.
I'm talking about for you.
Oh no, I mean like I don't drink it because I'm like, oh, I'm so sleepy. I need to get myself a tea. No, I haven't noticed it if it has.
Tea is like coffee, like all over the world.
See, caffeine doesn't do a whole lot for me.
Yeah, you've been yawning this whole time, and you've had a coffee and a.
Yeah.
That's okay. If you drink this thing, this will keep you up forever.
Do you like eye drops?
Oh man, some Mio energy right into my fucking forehead.
No, I don't know. It never really has. My parents didn't let me have Coke for a fucking long time because they thought it was gonna make me bounce off the walls,
Yeah.
and it just never did anything for me.
Huh. Why did they think? What?
I think all that shit's like psychosomatic.
What do you mean it never did anything for you?
I mean, like it never like made me super hyper or made me wake up.
What if it made you super achy and old and fat and ugly? what if it did that shit? so you're like, oh, it didn't even work, and then you're just. Well, they don't do anything to me, and then you're just like slowly turning into this fucking like it's just gelatinous human, and you're like, they don't even work. I drink them fall right asleep.
Yeah, I look like the dude, the first victim in that movie 7. The huge fat guy.
Yeah,
With his face in spaghetti.
Oh man, that's great. Well, anyways.
So what do you got? We got lined up this week.
I don't know. Did you see the guy? Okay. Let's just move on here to this. We'll segue over to polar bear dad and other delicious daddies.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
What, you didn't see the guy get eaten by the polar bear?
No.
Okay, so there's a guy and he was in Alaska. There's not a video of it, it's just a story. There was a guy in Alaska and he was with his kids, and then there was like a polar bear around.
He was protecting his 2 kids.
Yeah, and he told them to run and get away, and he got in between them and the polar bear and stuff, and that polar bear fucking ate his ass, ganked him. Can you imagine that?
Being eaten alive by a polar bear?
Your dad being eaten alive by a polar bear?
Maybe.
Yes, a million
Maybe
times.
you'll survive the winter after that. My fantasy is all the time.
With how big and pasty Sean is,
Yeah.
they'd accept him as one of their own.
Yeah. He'd be the leader of the tribe. Like Tarzan.
Oh fuck. Man, that's
We
great.
came to check on him a year later. He's on all fours.
Oh
Back,
man.
Drinking a Coke.
Let's see if I'm gonna share this thing real fast.
He's on vacation right now.
Where?
He's just staying home. He's taking vacation.
Do you know, like, all over the world they just call it holiday?
Yeah.
Why do we call it vacation? That's such a weird thing. Holiday. Because the holidays are
We could, like Christmas and Thanksgiving.
That's so odd that we call it that.
If you had to live anywhere else besides the United States, where would it be?
Besides where?
Besides the United States. In Canada. I think I want to go to London.
No, dude, I don't
They
want
should
to do
crack
that.
apple in London.
Man, I just don't know. I don't think I could. I don't know if I could. I don't think I could.
You wouldn't want to go to like India,
No, why would you want to live in India?
Alaska.
Alaska's still America.
Like Argentina.
No, fuck no, dude. Why would you want to move to Argentina? That's like one of the poorest places in the world. There's too much poor shit. There's too much poor shit.
I don't know what the poor people are doing right now.
I wonder what the poor people are doing. I'm trying to post this fucking shit.
We're trying to post
I was trying to share this.
the podcast.
Yeah, without this fucking terrible picture of me.
Dylan,
I need a good picture though. This thumbnail's not working.
take a good picture of me. Right
I don't know. I don't even know how this shit ends up working like this. Okay, so anyways, do you? I mean, okay, 2 questions. What animal are you getting eaten by?
Like if I had to get eaten by animal, which animal would I want to get eaten by?
Yeah.
Probably like a hippo.
A hippo?
I'd say like a hippo.
You don't want anything you can even fight off?
No, I thought if I had to be eaten by something, I didn't know I could survive.
Yeah, you gotta have a chance to live.
Oh yeah, no, the hippo's out. I mean, if I had to have a choice to fight something that was wanting to eat me, like a squirrel, I guess.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like it. There you go. You can smash a
I
squirrel?
could smash a squirrel. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Maybe like a moose.
Oh, you want? Yeah. Okay. Now think. You gotta give yourself a challenge, bro. You don't want this to be all
I
easy.
think I could go head and head with a moose.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
You would get fucking smacked.
No,
A
dude.
moose is like a 16,000 or 1,600 pound animal.
I know, dude.
Woo!
I know. I feel like I could really go head and head with a moose.
No way, dude. You would just get destroyed.
No.
They would trample the fuck out of you, dude.
No, dude, I'd jump out of the way.
I don't know if you can, but you know they got that their reach is like so long on those things.
Antlers.
Yeah. Head bushes.
His head bones.
His head bones. No.
No, I think no. I don't know.
You can fight a cat?
Yeah, I mean you could fight a cat. I thought we had to be like realistic for like a.
No, now we're actually just gonna pick a fight with an animal. A moose is gonna eat you.
I bet it would.
Nah, I bet moose ain't gonna eat you. It's gonna stomp you into fucking paste.
Maybe like a hyena.
Ooh.
Because it'd be laughing at me the whole time and
Yeah.
pissing me off.
I think that I don't think that you're gonna get just one hyena though.
Oh yeah, they travel.
Yeah, you're gonna get the whole group. As soon as you start to like do one thing that's like positive or dominant, they'll just fucking gank you. They'll just jack you, dude. yeah, they know where the calm is and they go to that. You know what I mean? Or like they know, like hyenas are so used to like
Gang banging.
yeah, that they know when something's coming. They know when something weird's coming.
Bro, I've been watching a lot of like coyote and hyena like attacking mooses and shit
Really?
like that, like in nature. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I saw them, a group of hyenas took down a what is it called? It's not a cow. What is it? The
A steer?
no.
A water buffalo?
Yeah, kind of like a water
A
buffalo.
Cape buffalo.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They took one down, and the thing is like screaming and trying to get away from
Brrrr.
it, and it just digs
Oh.
rips his throat out, man.
Man, have you seen that? Have you seen that video of that? Like, ow, fuck. Damn, dude, I thought that this was just a straw wrapper. I didn't remember that I had put a thumbtack through it. I just went to go roll it up and stuff. Yeah. My nightmare came true. There's like a sea turtle, and he's swimming through the ocean, and he's like going. The waves are like, and then all of a sudden, this fucking like, kind of really out of nowhere, this like orca comes around and snatches that fucking thing up, and then another one comes from the other way and grabs the other side of it, and they literally just fucking shred this turtle.
No.
They shred this giant sea turtle right in the middle. So like it looks so peaceful and everything, and it just gets fucking torn into two pieces, and the water just goes fucking blood red like right away. Dude. I'll see if I can find it because it's really intense.
Dude,
like,
I watch shit like that all the time.
it's
just
so intense. I think it's hilarious, man. I mean, I think it's funny that animals are dying, but like it's just the irony. You know, I watched that squirrel get hit the other day. I'm like, boom, that's it for him, man.
Yeah.
That was it.
He didn't wake up this morning.
That was it.
Yeah.
And then where does he have squirrel friends? Do squirrels even have friends? And I don't know how squirrels work. You know, I don't know how a gaggle of squirrels really communicates.
Is that what they are?
A gaggle. A gaggle of squirrels. Oh, what was I looking for? I forgot.
Turtle getting ripped apart.
Oh yeah.
I've been watching like a lot of like the deer drinking out of the water and shit, and then the alligator just looking at him and
Snap.
just gets him.
Yeah.
Is this it?
I don't know. No.
Is this like an underwater view?
No, they're just close to the water. Man, what was it on? Man, I don't know. Fuck. Like I think it was on like Planet Earth that I saw that on. Oh, this is kind of funny because this is like in front of a bunch of people. I mean, this seems to be happening in front of a lot of people. Like people are watching as the ones are happening. This isn't a very good one. The other one, it's like super fucking high def, and they just both, and it's like an aerial drone shot, and they just rip it to pieces.
Orcas attack seal. Look at that one.
This one? Oh, this?
Untamed,
Oh yeah, they're just trying to like shove that. Yeah, they're gonna shove that thing off. They're trying to turn that ice flow over. Huh.
Bro, if I was that seal, I'd be fucking scared.
Man, I do not know why I cannot find that fucking video of that
Was it
thing.
even on YouTube?
No, it wasn't. Woo! There's one of them shooting it up into the air. You see that?
Yeah.
Coming up underneath and bow. They're crazy. They'll crunch right through them. Like they eat them like peanuts.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. Animals are fucking nuts. I don't want to get eaten by Do you want to get eaten by a water beast?
No.
You get eaten by a water beast? No.
Would you?
Yeah, because like something about it makes it almost like okay, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna drown.
No, not really.
No.
Not to me.
That's how I think about it. I'm like, you're gonna drown. You're gonna be going down anyway. So I mean, might as well.
I just found this picture the other day. Let's see if I can find it again. You know what animals are really creepy are eels.
An eel,
Yeah, an eel is really fucking creepy.
like an electric one.
Shining like an electric eel. Yeah, like this dude has his thumb bitten off by an eel. Look at that.
Wow.
Went right through it.
And they're just chilling in the cut too, you know.
Because they can be just as big as like a shark.
What? What can?
An eel.
No way.
Yeah.
No, it cannot. An eel does not get that big. An eel doesn't get that big.
There's an eel right there.
That's not as big as a shark.
Bro, that thing is fucking huge.
That looks like a little. That looks like a little sea turd. That looks like the thing I stepped on in the front yard earlier.
Nah, bro, that thing is huge.
That is the tiniest little mouth ever, and you keep telling me that that's huge. I'm not satisfied with that. The eel does not impress me.
Fuck you.
You
Fuck
fucking
nom
eeler.
nom.
You're just one of them eelers. You're just one of them eelers. Eeler Musk.
I'm gonna start my own podcast called Eelcast. We're gonna talk about
Eels.
nothing but eels.
Eels. Damn, I'm having such a hard time figuring this out right now. Man, I want the fucking iPad to work on the screen. Someone, if anyone knows. Man, I did. And you know what's funny? Man, I was like, that I had this all last night, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave it open. And then I was like, it's running. I don't want it to be all hot before you even come in here, you know, so I closed the whole thing. I should have just left it open, and it would have worked just fine. Cancel. All right, anyways, so what do we got next? What's the top one up there? What's the top one? Oh,
LA Brown.
LeBron.
LeBron.
Okay, so did you see that the guy like painted the big mural like in Los Angeles, and it was like
The
King of LA, King of Los Angeles or something like that, and it kept getting defaced. Like people would like they were just vandalizing it a lot, you know. So like people were like I don't know what they do to it. They put like Kobe's face over it one time, and there were a bunch of different stuff. I mean, they probably drew a dick on it or something like that too, and there was probably a bunch of different things. But he, the guy that did it covered it up yesterday. He covered the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, he just like repainted the whole wall and covered it all up.
I just don't get how they're already calling him the king. I get he's an amazing basketball player, but I don't get how they're calling him the king of LA already if he hasn't even played a fucking game.
They're just being they're just. I mean, in a sense, he's kind of just taken over the whole thing. It's kind of his now. I mean, that's kind of how it works with LeBron. Yeah.
I mean, but Kobe's the king of LA.
I think Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are the kings of LA, but
No, you're wrong.
okay. What? Kareem is the greatest basketball player of all time.
All I know is his feature in Oakland too.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was great.
You ever been to a Turkish prison?
Man, what the fuck? I want the iPad to work. I'm gonna have to start focusing on something else.
You like hard?
I'm really having a hard time figuring out why this is not a thing that's working for me. I don't understand though. I want it to be a thing, you know? I really do. I mean, if I just hope and wish and pray. Ah, yeah. Okay. Well.
Chug, chug.
Mm-mm.
Savoring it.
There's times I like drink some of the Topo Chico and it like gets so fizzy in my mouth that I'm just like, I spit it out.
It'll come up.
I just spit it out. I'm like, I just spit the whole thing out. I'm like, I can't even swallow that. Because then maybe I just get overzealous and I just chug too
You
much.
just get too excited.
Yeah, I give it too much of a shake. I'm like whipping it back. I'm like,
You're like, no, too much foot in the wrist. Going back to the drawing board.
Oh
There's a proper way to drink it.
man, I want to smoke cigarettes in here. Do you have a Juul?
No,
What the fuck? You've de-Juuled.
no,
They became too popular.
no. I still have it. I lost my charger somewhere in my room.
I have a charger in the garage.
For the Juul.
Yeah.
Do you have a Juul?
No, it's yours.
Oh yeah. I have 2 Juuls. Do you want a Juul?
No.
Garrett gave me his because he didn't want to get it.
Oh my god.
I
He's
have-
just giving up on everything.
Yeah, I know. Which he wants to be a part of the podcast still.
Nope.
That's how it's gonna go.
He's not here right now.
He's working right now. He works on Thursdays now.
Well,
That's why we got Sundays.
we don't. Oh, okay.
We got Sundays and Wednesday nights.
Okay.
Who was that?
Charles Oakley was arrested for cheating at a Las Vegas casino.
No. I don't know who that is.
The old basketball player.
You wanna smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, I really do.
Let's go smoke them real quick.
Yeah, I want the iPad to work. Damn, dude, it was so nice. It was so cool. You would have loved it. You would have loved it the most.
I bet I would have.
Let's see what this thing says real quick. Okay. Hey, we'll be right back, everybody.
You don't want to play some music?
No, because it'll get kicked off.
Yeah, fuck you, YouTube.
Just gotta let the intro play. That'll be good enough. Damn it. So stupid. Well, those things make me wake up.
What?
It's not the IRS. It's my fucking CPA people. They just want more money. Nacho, no.
No, Nacho, you're not.
Go.
Not involved.
They just want more money, bro. That's all it is.
I mean, are you paying what you're supposed to pay?
I mean, I'm supposed to pay anything. They just want to do another phase. It's like another step of the shit, and I'm just like, fuck.
I thought you had to pay a certain amount a month.
Well, that's what I'm moving into now. Yeah. So like they were saying that like for me to move in with the resolution process in them and trying to get this resolved with the IRS, that it's that they want like $5,000, right? So they want like
up front.
they want $1,000 up front, and then it's like $600 something split up.
So you can pay $5,000, it's done.
Yeah, actually, if I pay it all, no, that's just for this company to help me.
Oh damn! So $5,000 on top of what you owe.
Yeah, so he called me yesterday, or the other day, a couple days ago, he called me. And I was talking to him, and he was telling me that, like, okay, well, the next step of the process is to make a resolution with the IRS about what this and that, and blah, 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 all this shit, right? And then, but he told me, the information that he told me, he was like, you owe this much, this much, this much. I was like, dude, I already fucking know all that. I already know. I thought you were going to come at me with a resolution for, or like, okay. Yeah, I thought you were going to have some good news about what this was going to do, and it really wasn't. I just like, I mean,
Told you shit you already knew.
yeah, you told me what I already fucking knew. You told me what I already make. I know that. You told me what, I don't know, dude.
So you're paying a company not to do shit. They just
I don't know. And that's what I was trying to get from him, but I don't think he wants to give me that information before I pay him. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to know, okay, so like if I owe $39,000 to the IRS, most of this is like most of this is like fees and penalties and stuff like that from not paying it. Most of it, more than half of it, is interest and fees and penalties.
Right.
That's most of it. So like, if you're saying that I owe $39,000 to the IRS, and you want me to pay you $5,000, so you're just saying that like. I don't know. If I paid you $5,000 and they saved me $5,000, if they could tell me that,
right,
then I might do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're like
Why? If you're gonna pay the same amount of money either way,
that's what I'm saying. If he could tell me that if I paid $5,000 that this would be $34,000, I would do it. But he didn't tell me any of that. I'm like, you're telling me it's gonna be $44,000. That's not what you're making my number go up. I'm trying to make my fucking number go down.
right, you just fucking added more.
Yeah. Anyways, so it just wasn't much resolution at all, and I wasn't really very. I don't know. I told him straight up. I was like, how do you think? You think I'm gonna tell my wife that it's just gonna cost me another $5,000? I said she'll just tell me to give that fucking $5,000 to the IRS. I already paid the IRS $3,000.
Right.
That.
So you're at 36 now.
No, I've never. That's dead. I don't know what the fuck that is.
So do you have like a balance you can check it going down that you can just pay it off?
I wish.
Damn, and it's hard too because it's like
I don't even know who to talk to.
all this money, but at the same time, money from this year is still adding.
Still has to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fuck. It's an endless cycle, dude. I try not to get too worried about it.
How are you? Just every time you go to the gas station, you buy a scratch off.
Every time.
Every time.
That's gonna cost me money.
$5 here and there, maybe it pays off.
Maybe it pays off. Okay. They're gonna take taxes out of that too. I would let them keep it all.
Yeah.
If I like won the lottery or anything like that,
I'm done with it. Just take everything.
just fucking take it. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not playing the lottery and shit like that. But yeah, if I were to do something like that, I would just like give it all. If I won $50,000,
cover. Just add this on for this year.
take it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, what a fucking. I'm just like
What a
dreaming.
dream.
Yeah. I'm just dreaming about the same thing that everybody that pays taxes thinks about. Like what I'm thinking about isn't even that odd. I think about that sometimes. I'm like, oh man, I just gotta find a way to make extra money on this. But I'm like, that's what everybody thinks every time they want to do this kind of stuff. Every time this is an issue, they're like, I mean, like, I'm like, what can I rob? No, hold on, my wife. Hello. Okay. 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 All right. Bye. Fucking asshole. He called my wife.
did?
No, not you. George, the IRS guy.
Oh, really?
He called me and I didn't answer it.
So he called Kristen?
So he called Kristen.
What did he say to her?
He said I need to call him. Yeah, no shit. They want my fucking money. No shit. They're calling me all the fucking time. It's not like me not paying them causes them problem. They just don't have to do any work.
Right.
I'm just like fucking mind. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, what's...
Just give me a couple days, bro. I'm thinking about it.
My thing is, like, what are you going to gain from paying the extra $5,000 to the
That's-
company?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't see where it gets me. I mean, like, are you gonna make this better?
Like,
Or
are they charging you $5,000 for what they already told you?
no, for the resolution to get into a process where we're resolving this. But does it make it go away?
I mean, like,
I don't
like,
know.
they want you to pay $5,000 before they tell you what to do?
Yeah, before they tell me what is possible to be done. Like I said, I thought we were gonna lay out a plan, and I'm like, okay, let's go that way, and then you tell me how much that costs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but they just didn't really.
Have they assured you that they have a route to go?
No, not
My
really.
customers test drive a car before I sell it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, well, whatever. I don't fucking know, dude. I just don't wanna. It's so fucking scary. I don't want to fucking spend $1,000 today. I just worked so fucking hard the past 2 weeks too to make so much fucking money. Damn it, dude.
Did you have a good couple weeks?
Yeah. It's just, at the end of the last one, I just like made rent the last week, so so I gave that away.
Right.
And I had a little bit of money left over, and then I made like a lot. So I don't know. It's just fucking frustrating anyway. I don't know. I'm like trying to fucking figure it out. I'm gonna start let's just sell drugs.
Let's do it.
I think that's how people do it,
Just
right?
grow mushrooms.
That's the way that people do it, I believe. This motherfucker, he'll like emailing me and shit like that. Yeah,
Pretty good past couple weeks, too.
yeah. Man, you're so lucky that yours comes out. Man, that's great, dude. You're so lucky that yours comes out, and your stuff you're gonna get money back and stuff. It's so cool. How do I get that?
You guys call them?
No, I'm not gonna call him. I'm in the middle of some shit. I'm fucking busy, dude. He can leave me.
Is he not done doing the show?
Yeah, I know.
YouTube just picked us up for another season.
Oh man. My friend just like posted this, and then she was saying this is at Disneyland. She was like, I've seen more ass at Disneyland than I do at the club. That's crazy.
That's how it is nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially, like, have you seen, like, how women wear their swimsuits nowadays?
What do you mean?
It's, like, up their ass crack.
Oh yeah, you don't see it.
It's like thongs.
Yeah, you don't
like
see.
wearing a
Yeah,
thong.
yeah. That's kind of cool.
I agree.
You're not into that?
I agree. It's just, like, crazy how fucking much things have changed just in the past 60 years.
Yeah, dude. Even 20 years, things get way different than they were before. You know.
Like,
I
back
mean,
in the 50s, you remember, like, the, like, sexiest thing in the world was when a woman wore, like, a big, bulky one piece to the beach.
I don't know about big bulky one piece. I don't. Back when I don't know about. I don't know. I don't. The boundaries just keep getting pushed. That's the thing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't want that old one piece. Trying to see that belly button. You remember the first time like a dude probably saw a fucking. Yeah. Do you? Oh man. Even after they made the 2-piece, brother. Even after the 2-piece was a thing, it's still high waisted. You still ain't seeing that fucking belly button.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine the first summer that belly buttons were out, bro? Woo! Baby boomers.
They moved on. They're like, let me see some of that razor
I think what happens too is like that people go through wars happen and stuff, and then like people's idea of what's extreme changes. You know what I mean? And like when you're in the Congo and you're just like mowing down a village of small children and things like that, and then you go back, well, you don't want no fucking One Piece. I'm trying to get, I want them tittied biker girls or something like that. You need something a little bit more exciting after that. So I think that's what happens. Is it?
I need a bitch with a rat tattoo on her
Fuck
face.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yes. Oh man,
I don't know if war correlates with that.
you don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I think it does. Hard men.
I think porn's just so mainstream.
Oh yeah.
That probably
Yeah.
has something to do with it.
Yeah, I think that it's a thing now where like young girls are getting into real weird porno things and stuff. But like, I think that for young girls to be watching a lot of porn is not odd these days.
No, it's not.
Which I mean, when I was a kid, no girls watched fucking porn.
My wife probably watches more porn than I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if my wife does.
Dude,
I don't think my wife does. I mean, she might sometimes, but I don't think it's very. I don't think it's very often. I don't think my wife has like a thing.
I think everyone does it.
Yeah.
I think if you were to take a poll, if you were to go across the country and take a poll, I bet you 90% of Americans watch porn. Except for like that 10%, which are like weird little Amish communities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's some people that doesn't mean they're in like a subdued environment just because they don't watch porn.
If a guy, I think
It's-
if a dude below 50 tells you that he doesn't watch porn,
Yeah.
I think he probably watches too much porn.
Oh wow.
And he's ashamed by it.
Wow. Yeah. Man, it'll really ruin your public just the way you live and think, you know what I mean? Just because like everything is a pornography scenario,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And you're like, I gotta stop.
What was that? I was listening to I turn on like stand-up comedy Pandora sometimes, and what's it? It's like Tom Segura or
Top Segura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was saying that he watches too much porn, and he had to stop going like to the doctor and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, something doesn't feel right down here. And the nurse is just like, your big stupid balls are full. Come over
Yeah.
here. Like that.
Oh man. Yeah, that guy's funny. Him and his wife have a podcast together.
Do they really?
Yeah, they're hilarious. They have 2 kids too. Or she's pregnant right now. I think she has a kid. But it's called Your Mom's House.
Really?
Yeah, they're really really funny.
Me and Zoe listening to Guys We Fucked.
You like those guys?
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah, they're all right. I feel like that used to be something else. Who is that? Whose show is that?
It's those 2 girls.
I can't remember their names. Oh, there was Stuff Your Mom Never Told You. That was another one that was with girls. That's the other one I was trying to remember. Stuff Your Mom Never Told You. Me neither. Well, my mom never told me that the IRS will ruin your fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, mom.
You think they teach that in school? When I was, like,
Man.
studying taxes?
Well, I think they try to teach you how to be responsible.
I mean, to a certain extent.
I know.
They don't throw. I don't know. They need like a life course. You know, like not even elective, a mandatory life course.
Yeah, what is that? Like what?
Because they do like the child development. They do that in school nowadays, and they teach you how to do that.
But they don't teach you law. You know what I mean? Like they don't teach you law. You just have to learn,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? Like you just have to learn how it works.
I feel like that's the same with the child development. I feel like you don't need to teach. It's good. It's almost like sex ed, I guess. But like, I don't think anyone, even if they're 30 years old, billionaire, I don't think if their significant other falls pregnant that they're going to be prepared for it. You know what I mean? I think that's something you kind of learn as you go. As far as taxes go, you have to know how that shit works. Because if you don't and you do it wrong, you fuck up and you're in a shit ton of debt.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're in the business of telling you how to pay them less money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Mr. Maples here. You accidentally paid us $40,000. We were only asking for 20.
Yeah.
No, they don't fucking do that shit.
No.
They just keep that shit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that,
They're like, Jimmy, did you see what this dude just did?
Look at this dumbass.
Yeah, we're going to Babes.
What?
Steaks on me.
Well, I already spent the money.
Yeah, I already spent the money.
What was that
I
the
don't
other
even
day? Look, I already spent the money.
We were outside. We were
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette on the bench outside.
This is the same as always. Oh man, that was funny. I don't remember, but it was great. Well, Babes.
They're going to
Babes.
Babes right next to my work.
Really?
Huge, too.
Really?
Gigantic.
Right. That might be, if like that little area right there, a Babes over there. That might be the most like traffic area Babes I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's right on that, right down 820.
Yeah, like the one like off of a highway and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever seen one off of a highway. Usually they're like in a town.
Yeah, like old Roanoke has one.
In the middle of like the little town. Yeah, and in Arlington they have one too, but it's like in the middle of old Arlington, like the downtown
Chili's,
part of.
There's always a Chili's right off the exit.
Yeah, it's
Chili's
yeah,
is always fucking
packed. Yeah, Applebee's.
Yeah.
Man, I want to go to Applebee's really bad.
There's an Applebee's right next to my work.
You have everything.
I do. I do. You can smoke in that Applebee's.
No way.
Yeah, there's a bar where you can smoke out.
Wow. Is it separated?
I mean, there's a smoking section and a non-smoking section.
It's in the same building.
Yeah.
But there's no wall in between it, or a door. Completely open.
Yeah. That's the last time I went, though. I haven't been to Applebee's in like 3
Man,
years.
I bet that that's definitely not a thing anymore. Then, I bet that it's been so long since like people smoked in restaurants and stuff like that, that I bet that if you walked into a restaurant now that people have been smoking in, even as a smoker, you would probably not want to eat there.
You think so?
Yeah, it's just such an uncommon thing that now that when you smell cigarettes in something like
Wait,
that,
it's not that new for the people. Not
it's
smoking.
very new. Oh, wait, what do you mean?
I'm saying it's not that new. Or,
No, it's been around for a while now that you can't smoke indoors around
what am I
this
trying to say?
area.
I'm trying to say, people not being able to smoke in restaurants is like a fairly new thing.
I don't think so.
I do, because I can remember when I'm only 21, and I can remember when I was like 10 going
Yeah,
to a
about 10
Chili's.
years. That's what I'm saying. We're looking at about 10 years.
But I feel like I can remember like going to a Don Pablo's or like
Yeah.
a Chili's and it smelling like smoke when I go in, and like I think that's just how it was. I think it's been like the past 5 years, because that's when they did Waffle House. I could smoke in Waffle House when I was in high school.
Yeah. Yep. You can't at all anymore. Fuck. I remember that. I remember when it would just be half and half.
Yeah,
Like
Waffle
that
House
side
was
over
the
there
shit
was.
because of that.
You could smoke. You could smoke at IHOP. When I started smoking and driving and stuff like that, you could smoke at IHOP. You know, IHOP kind of had like a little nook area
Yeah.
that if an IHOP had like a little section, you know, sometimes they'll have like a little room kind of, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have a door on it, but usually it's just like a little walkway and it'll have like windows around it. And like anytime they had one of those, you could smoke in that little section and stuff, but then they took all that out too.
Yeah. There's a lot of places you can't even smoke on their patios.
Really? You got to be, but you have to be so far from the door now too. That's
Yeah.
the thing. You
Like the
see
fun-
places that paint that on the like they like paint it on their sidewalks and stuff like that, like smoking line and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like I remember when they did it in Arlington, and everything had that on it, like the mall and stuff.
Imagine how like different things would be nowadays if you could still smoke in every single building.
What if they reversed it? They just like took it back.
You can smoke anywhere.
Yeah, they're like, all right, fuck it, we were wrong.
Oh, dude, like,
It's good. Turns out it's good for you.
Like a car dealership, bro. I'd walk around with a cigar in my mouth at all times.
Yeah, you would get so many more sales.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Probably
man,
would not. We'd probably lose so much business.
if everyone was smoking,
Yeah.
even the custos, they're like, hey, cigar brother.
Yeah, man. There's probably like
Oh, he's calling you now.
no. General sales manager said if I can set 3 appointments by Saturday, I get $150.
Appointments for what?
People to come in and buy a car.
Just come in and look at him. You get extra money. I'll come in. There's one.
There you go.
You get $150 just for me showing up.
You don't even have to show up. I'm serious. The way it works is I set an appointment, and my manager calls you to confirm that you're coming in. And if you say yeah, I'm coming in, bingo, confirmed.
All right. I can do that every time for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
I got 3 people at work that'll do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, Dylan, these 3 people keep saying they're coming in. They don't.
No, we'll get different names.
Archibald Meat Pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan. Archibald
Did Mr. Meatman's call?
Hey, Mr. Meatman's called. Asked if we had any McLarens.
General
Yeah.
Meat Pants.
General Meat Pants.
Colonel Meat Pants.
Sergeant Meat Pants.
Yeah.
Sergeant Major
Oh,
Meat Pants.
Just Sergeant Sausage Casing.
Yeah.
Meat Pants. Well, I don't know how they know my real name. Fuck. Damn. Now I'm on the other on to
We
me.
have a system where if anyone calls into the store, it gets their name, number, and address.
It gets their name, number, and address by the information that's given to your cell phone company.
Yeah. And it just puts it in the system.
Yeah, but if I gave my cell phone, if my cell phone billing info was
Archibald Meat Pants, that'd be different.
General Archibald Meat Pants, Major Meat Pants,
Yeah, Major Meat Pants. Reporting here for duty.
then that's what it would show up as.
Yeah.
We'd have to get burner phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work pretty well.
Like a pay-as-you-go phone.
Mm-hmm. And then every time you'd have to like clear it and then start it over with a new.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
For $150.
Yeah, for $150. No, I might not even get it. I think it's
Yeah, he really put you in a little maze there. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, figure it out. Fuck, what a dick. I like earlier. You were like, "Oh, my boss is calling." I thought you were gonna say it was Sean. I was like, "You mean your dad?"
Yeah. No, he's the boss. This is one of my other subcategorized bosses.
The chain of command.
Chain of command.
Man,
The pecking order.
Kristen was saying something about like how they don't really have like a boss. I was like, well, then who tells you guys to get your shit together when y'all are being fucking goofy and shit like that? She was like, just everyone just does it. And I was like, I just don't see how that could happen, because if you let me work somewhere where no one's the boss,
Yeah.
fuck that,
Yeah.
dude. It's bad
You're
news.
becoming the boss.
Yeah, yep.
You're not even
It's
the boss,
happening.
You're just the
Oh.
poor bully.
Yeah. I'm just bullying you guys, and I'm drinking on the job,
You
and
got-
like,
you got
oh man,
scotch.
yeah. Can't smoke in restaurants doesn't mean I can't smoke in here,
Yeah.
man. Like, oh man, yeah,
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
yeah. I'm like moving big leather chairs in
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Tattooing in a recliner.
Yeah. Yeah, all kinds of shit. Yeah, don't let me get carried away with
Yeah.
being the boss.
I'm
That's
gonna
not.
knock down a few of these walls, make an office.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna knock him down and put up a couple
Yeah.
more.
You got like a big granite
Yeah.
desk, like a samurai costume behind you. And a
Coco
key-
Bolo.
Yeah, wearing a bolo tie.
You got a Coco Bolo desk. Oh man, have you seen Better Call Saul?
No, you. Were
Oh my god, dude, it's so fucking good, man. It's so good. Coco Bolo.
You know the dude who played Saul auditioned to play Michael's part in The Office.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back when Jim starts his sports gig in Philly, and Pam goes to do an interview at another company in Philly. He's the boss.
The guy with the long hair.
What do you mean?
Bob Odenkirk kind of has like long, shaggy hair.
Yeah, I mean like it's like kind of like slick back. and stuff.
Salesman, like a car salesman.
Like car salesman.
Let's see. I didn't. I'm sorry, everybody.
That's
Just
so
cough
fucking
right
loud.
down.
Like a
That's
gunshot.
fucked up. Oh man, LeBron James dines with Al Pacino and Leonardo DiCaprio. Damn.
You play Fortnite at all?
No, I've never played Fortnite.
I hated it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But they just put it on the Switch.
Yeah. They have it on iPad.
Yeah.
No, I ain't trying to play that, dude.
I've plugged in 95 hours.
No way.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. I ain't trying to play that shit.
It's fun as fuck.
I don't know about that.
You wouldn't even understand.
Yeah, it's because I don't fucking play that shit.
It's fun. It's free.
Okay, that makes it even worse.
No.
No, I think that makes it even worse. Like, because if it's free, they'll send you. I don't know. I just don't think it makes it any fucking better, dude. If it's free.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I love it. I got to do that.
Boom, 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 boom. Man, I want this iPad to work on here. Man, I don't know if it'll ever work again.
Have you been fucking with it again?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to it and why it won't work now, but it's pretty dumb. Man, it was so convenient too. It was great.
I bet you I can figure it out.
No, you can't. Dude. You probably can't. Nah, probably not. Later in a little bit, we'll like restart it or some shit. I don't fucking know. Ah, damn it! I don't want to call this fucking guy, man. I'm just like, it makes you the enemy right away. I'm like, you didn't tell. Ah. I'm like, I don't feel like you're on my side. I just feel like you're another entity now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just another element to this whole fucking
Now you're
issue.
like a tax collector wanting to fucking get money.
Yeah, and I don't even owe you shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pay the people I owe, not fucking pay for some more shit. If I'm gonna spend $5,000, bro, I'll go and fucking do some shit that'll satisfy me.
Like just pay it towards your taxes.
I don't know, like drugs, fucking anything, dude.
Buy so much acid.
I don't know, anything to just make me not think about it anymore would probably be the way I would go.
Find my way into witness protection.
I don't think the government is the one. I don't know. Maybe can I just start a new life? That's what they do in Breaking Bad. Or no, that at the Archibald meat pants. You're right. Ideas have a nice ring.
Yeah.
You know, in Breaking Bad, they have to just get completely new identities and move somewhere else. And that's what.
Did you know that the dude who plays his son actually has cerebral palsy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think that they do that type of thing anymore.
What do you mean?
Where you just pay an actor to pretend to be crippled.
Like in Tropic Thunder?
Yes.
When he plays Ben?
Yes.
No, what is it? It's not Ben.
Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people do that anymore.
No.
Like, it's got to be legit. Because people hate that
they
shit.
made radio nowadays.
Yes. Radio might have been the last one.
After that movie,
They're like,
you know,
look.
guys, we can't do this shit
Yeah, you know, this guy, Cuba Gooding Jr., was
Yeah.
in so many movies and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and you just have him like
He
that.
went from Snow Dogs radio.
He went from, what was that cruise movie that he went on, that he was in? Do you remember that? They went on like a gay cruise.
Gay cruise.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was a movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. Going overboard or something like that. It was with Cuba Gooding Jr. I bet if we watch it now, it's probably like so fucking offensive.
Probably.
Damn.
Have you watched Blazing Saddles recently?
No.
That shit's offensive as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that?
Blazing Saddles with Mel Gibson.
Yeah. I remember that
Like, so racist.
vaguely when I was a kid. I remember that part where he has his hands in his jacket. It's like they chopped his hands off.
Yeah.
And he like does it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember that when I was a kid, but I don't really think I've seen much about that movie at all. My grandparents used to watch it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they liked Mel Gibson.
Dude, I don't know how I feel about Mel Gibson.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like he's just an ass.
He is an ass. He's an alcoholic ass.
Isn't he?
Anti-Semitic, yes.
What was like the controversy between him making Passion of the Christ?
There was no controversy.
Yeah, there was. I remember.
The controversy became after that because he was because they caught him saying stuff that he shouldn't be saying.
Like what?
Like he was making anti-Semitic remarks about people and stuff like that. Like he was calling people fucking Jews or piece of shit Jews and stuff.
Right.
Like he was saying bad stuff about people, and they're like, "Oh, well, you're not the most Christianite person." I don't know. I mean,
Have you
he's
seen
not.
Passion of the Christ?
Yeah. I saw it in theaters.
It's good.
Yeah, it's alright. I fell asleep.
Uh,
I was a lot younger. I was a lot younger when it came out and stuff like that. But yeah, I saw it in theaters with like my sister and my stepdad or some shit like that. We went to go watch it and stuff. And I mean, it's pretty graphic.
Yeah.
It was very graphic, but
You know the dude who played Jesus in that movie when they were whipping him? He actually like had to get a shit ton of stitches and stuff because one of the fake whips like actually like fucking lashed.
yeah, yeah. Get that real shit. They do that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio slams the glass in Django.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
I love that. And then she doesn't even notice it, and he looks at it, and he just wipes it on her
all
fucking
over
face,
her
dude.
face, yeah.
I love that, dude. That is the greatest thing, dude. You know, they said that like the Blair Witch Project thing that like they never told those people what was going on. You know, when they did the Blair Witch Project, they didn't tell those people.
What they were gonna be doing in the woods.
Yeah. Or something like that. You know, those people, they knew they were going to be filmed in a thing like and stuff like this, and they did have a storyline they had to keep to. But as far as like fucking with them and like, you know, people being like,
they actually made them camp in the woods.
yeah. So like that stuff where they like wake up one day and then they start their filming on their little cameras and stuff like that, and then they start or they go to bed and they're like fucking with their tent and shit like that. Like that's all real. You know what I mean? Like the way they kind of they wake up freaking out and stuff like that. That's real.
Blair Witch Project is actually like a really fucking scary movie.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Oh man, it's pretty intense. Yeah.
You seen the new one?
No, I don't think I've seen any of them
You
after
actually like
that.
see the witch in the new one.
Really?
For,
Yeah.
like, a split second. But I
It-
remember it being scary. I remember because I saw it in theaters.
It was terrifying.
It was really loud. Not that.
That was-
The new one.
Oh yeah. It was loud.
Because I don't know, I mistake scariness for loudness a lot in movies, like with jump scares. Because it's not even if you're watching it at home and it's a jump scare, you're like, oh. But because it's theaters, it's like,
Whoa.
yeah.
Yeah. You get some crazy like
And the
undertone
fact that
bass.
you're watching that kind of stuff in a room full of strangers makes it creepier. You ever thought about that?
Yeah, that is kind of odd. You know what I was thinking about? Like, is like all of like because like the Aurora guy. Remember, you know, he shot up like the movie theater, the Aurora, Colorado guy. Yeah, that was crazy, man. And like that's nuts to me. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was asking my mom about it actually because she was saying that like slowly over time they started to like have more like warnings about like people on their because she works for GM and she works in this like kind of closed off campus type thing. Yeah.
I applied to GM.
What?
Not recently.
Yeah. Well, she works for their insurance department and stuff like
okay,
that.
yeah,
So
no,
she
I
works for GM Financial.
I was trying to get a job as like a journeyman.
No, she works for GM Financial. So it's a little different.
Okay, keep
So like they handle leases and shit like that. They do all the legal work with leasing and insurance and things. So like they
warning people about.
yeah, she said just you know over the years like, it became a thing. Then they had seminars about active shooters on the campus and where they should needed to go, and then they started having a thing. And then she said when I was a kid, if you wanted to scare everybody, the two things the two things that people would do to clear places or scare people were fire alarms and bombs.
Yeah.
That was everything. And she said, and that's what everything that they ever did in school was either a bomb drill or a fire drill. Those were it. Now we have active shooter drills.
Yeah.
So you've put it in people's head. What is the thing? Because you can't control. I mean, you can control a fire. You can pull the fire alarm and you can set a fire.
Yeah.
You can create a bomb. You can detonate a bomb. You could lie about a bomb, and you could scare a whole fucking school or facility or anything like that, and people would get the fuck out of there. What else can you do? So those are two things that my mom was saying that were big. But she said now you've added this other thing, and that's actually an even easier controllable element. And then like you put it on the wall where these are the safe areas for an active shooter situation. These are your escape routes and stuff like that. Well, you just showed the people that work in the office that might snap and be active fucking shooters. You just showed them
Where to go?
where where the fucking exits are.
This is the sweet spot.
This is where this is the bottleneck. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean it's stupid as shit.
so now you're putting it in people's faces, and if people get mad or disgruntled or they're upset in their work environment, they say, "Boom, this is it right here. I know how to get you, motherfuckers. It's
Yeah,
right here on the wall."
Almost 100% of the time, the school shooters are people that go to that school and see that shit.
Yeah. So it's just odd, and we put it on the news now, and that's what my boss was saying too. He was like, I think you just get a lot of this like copycat situation
Oh, yeah.
too, you know, where things like, Yeah, you just end up having to kind of do the same thing over and over.
Yeah, like, did you see the video of Nicholas Cruz, like, filmed on his phone that came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to be
The
next
next
shooter. I'm going to kill more people than all this. My body count, all that.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to get 20 people with an AR.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
It's
That's crazy.
And I mean, that just
They knew
shows
that
that
was
his
there. They
first-
knew that.
His first statement.
The
I'm
FBI's
gonna
seen
be
that.
The next school shooter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The FBI has seen that video before it happened.
Really?
Yeah. That video had already been talked about. It had already been seen by the FBI before that happened.
Why did they do anything about it?
I don't know. That's what I wonder sometimes. Could it be because the powers that be and the people in certain positions in this country profit off of the sales of firearms? What better? There's no advertisement like the news talking about your gun all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's the firearm. It might be the news, or it might be.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they're like, if this creates a thing, maybe they have ad space. Maybe they're more invested in ad
maybe
space.
they can flip the image of the cops back around because the cops are the one that went in and saved the day. You know, maybe
How?
maybe the government's resources are the ones that stopped the school shooter. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the SWAT team and stuff like that. Like they're the heroes now. It's all back to blue.
I see what you mean. I always think about these things. And Kristen thinks I'm insensitive when I think about these things. Like, I'm really not trying to be a dick or like I'm not
You
saying.
gotta think about it realistically.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, there's something that put these things in place because look, it's America right here, dude. If they want to put a fucking stop to something, they will.
Yeah.
They will. No matter what the fucking people think and stuff like that. They'll tell you, they will lie to you and tell you more people voted for this
You
shit.
see
Man.
gamers get raided all the time just because someone said that.
We will shut that fucking shit down. And
Yeah,
that's just a
they'll be there
town.
in a matter of minutes.
That's just a police force.
You know, if they found
Damn.
a video days
You're right.
before and they already knew about it and talked about it, they would have had him in custody. You know what I mean?
No, they did, dude. No, that video was out for a while. That video was out for a couple weeks. He made
Not
that
to
video.
the media.
Not to the media, but like he put that on social media.
I don't think he put that on social media.
Yeah.
I think they found that on his phone when they seized it.
I'll have to check. I'll check the timeline of that. But I mean, I'm just saying we can take that out of the process, and we can say that his therapist, his psychiatrist that he was telling them that he was going to do that a lot, like very frequently.
I don't
It
think
was
he was going to counseling or anything.
yes, dude. It's noted. They have that. We're talking about the same fucking guy. The Parkland?
The Parkland shooter?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Man, he has such a fucking. He has such a following. Have you seen the Reddit stuff about him?
Yeah, I mean, same thing with like Dylan Klebold.
Yeah, the girls are fucking. The girls love him. I don't know what it is. But they have like obsessive young females.
Yep.
Very crazy.
I don't know. The Columbine one just seems like it's the most disturbing one.
Yeah, okay, because I don't think that the Columbine thing is attached to any of these other things. I do not believe that those boys were mentally challenged. I do not believe that those boys had any type of maybe an ADHD situation,
No, I
but
think they just wanted to fucking kill
those were smart. Man, you can get in a lot of trouble. You're not in a lot of trouble, but you could just really put yourself in a bad position by saying the things that I say sometimes like this. But those were very smart boys. Like, those boys weren't stupid. Like, those boys might have been smarter than everyone in that school.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it sucks that what they use it for. That's disgusting. You know what I mean? But, like, I've watched that video. I've watched the footage of that probably 100 times, dude. People are like, how the fuck you watch that, dude? And I was like, I just have to. I want to know.
You need to analyze it.
I want to know why they're feeling this way. Like, I want to understand. You know, and they're very calm and they're very calculated about it. They knew what they were going to do. I don't know, man. They were cold-blooded. The way when they were counting to kill themselves. Have you seen that? Have you ever seen it?
The footage?
Yeah.
I didn't see the footage of them counting to kill themselves.
Oh, there's the entire thing. The entire thing is audio
It's
recorded.
Like 4 hours long, though.
Yeah, you can watch the entire thing on the internet, and it's
See,
pretty
the ones
intense.
I've seen, it's like just from the cafeteria, and it's that footage in like 10 seconds that you see him walking through the cafeteria, and then it's just the cafeteria.
The best. The most hype part is in the library.
Is there footage in the library?
Yeah. Get on here, pull it up. Let's watch this. The things that they're saying and the things that they're doing. You can just. I would probably say live leak, but either way, you could probably just Google it. It'll have it. We just put entire or full. Ah, fuck. I've been like drinking like 6 cups of coffee and like had this energy thing, and I'm still like fucking.
I'm not gonna go to YouTube. Live leak.
Yeah, it's not gonna be on YouTube. No, but you got to find the library part, because like that's the part where they start finding people that are like behind. They're in there for a long time, and they're like walking
Right
on the desks. Yeah.
I don't want to go to YouTube though.
Why not?
Because YouTube will have it all fucking censored.
No, I've been.
Live leak right here.
Yeah, there you go.
I've never seen this before.
As far as like okay, look, if I'm thinking it's like an FBI person or an investigator, this is the way this is coming out of my mouth. This is excellent footage. This is excellent to understand, and that's what you want to be doing. You want to put yourself in the mind of that place to try to prevent these types of things. And I feel like that's why I do put myself in these situations a lot. Now you turn that shit up. Okay, here you go. So there's a lot of people that hide right here in this little area right there on the other side of this counter. Ooh. Oh, run the other way. See that shit? You know what they did there? That's just bombs.
High bombs.
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah. Yeah, the bombs came from the other way. They set those bombs off on the other side, and those people ran that way, and then they were running that way. They bottlenecked them. Right here. Man.
Yeah, this shit makes my legs feel weak.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a guy talking to them. Right here. See, they shot him, and they was on the phone with that guy. It's almost... Hey, can you pause this for a second? And...
So is he talking? Is that the killer talking to him?
Yeah. I think they pick up the phone. I think they might pick up his phone. But his phone's on the entire time, so they have it all. They have all that just through the phone. Yeah, but they're talking straight to that guy that they were just shot. Here's the thing. This is like super analytic investigation by the public. This is pre-internet being around. And, you know, people just don't go back in time and look up a lot of this. When you watch this, dude, it looks fake.
You think so?
Did you see how that guy just did that?
Did what?
That guy was shot in the fucking abdomen, like was shot right in the stomach. You know what I mean? You could literally see, but he was stumbling like he was in a fucking, I don't know, like a Wild West movie.
But it's real, right?
I don't know.
Now you're questioning it?
Now I am. And when I watch it, it does. When I back it up, like, can you back it up? Just like, can we give me like 30 seconds back and watch that guy hit that chair? He just happens to pull out the perfect chair. And I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what happened. See, look. He got me. Oh. See?
I don't know. I think it looks real.
He's like, "Hey, buddy." Okay, this is the angle right here. See, he's got the phone. Here we go. This is very intense. See, and they take off running. They let they let certain people run too. They let quite a bit of people get away, and right here. There's a guy that like takes off and runs, and he's like, "Fuck you!" and they laugh. Yes.
This is May 1st, 2001. It was on April 20th.
No, this is definitely it. That stuff's not right. That stuff's always been not right. That's been the problem. And that's that right there. That when it says that, that's been the issue about this for a long time. Is that's not the right date? That's always been a question about this.
But even like Google on 420 says that it's like the anniversary of the Columbine massacre.
I mean, I got you. But that's what I'm saying. That was a big controversy for a long time. Is that the dates were not set right on the camera? Yeah, those dates weren't set right. You know what I mean? And then you've ended up with it being like this. So that was the question for a long time. And there's still people under the desk that he's on right now. I mean, that girl's dead under that table right there. You know what I mean? He shot that girl under the table. See, they're still asking for that guy. Andre. Pause it for a second. Do you remember I told you about that movie Elephant? Did you ever watch that? Do you remember Elephant? I was saying that like you see the movie from like one person's angle, and then you see it from like the other angle. But when you're watching the movie, you never see the camera.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you never see the cameras cross each other at all. You don't see. You could see the beginning of the movie would start following one person, and then they would go and do their thing. And the end of the movie, you see it the other way where the other people are coming by them. It was all about a school shooting though too, and it was about.
I mean, do you know that the whole movie, or is it just lead up to that?
What's that?
Is the whole movie about a school shooting, or is it
Yeah.
just lead up to that at the end?
No. You see the planning and these boys and like what they're doing and like
So it's pretty much this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's based off of this. Yeah. It was like
Seen there's something wrong with Kevin. It's kind of about the same thing. You see it from like when the kid was like a baby up until he raised it, and then he ends up like killing a bunch of people in school.
Fuck, man. Wow.
It's got the dude. It's got Ezra.
Is it good or is it goofy?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's got, Ezra Miller. You know who that kid is?
I
The gay guy from Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
Playing the Flash.
Yeah.
He plays in that movie.
Wow. Okay, go ahead. There just are a lot of theatrics to it. But it's an over the top situation, so why not be over the top? You know what I mean? Like and what's odd is I don't believe that I see him in the dark on the table. I don't believe that I see him. I don't know if he kills anybody.
He's the one that shot under the table.
No. The guy in the light shirt was
Eric?
that's standing over there. Yeah, the guy that's standing over there was the one. Eric's the popular one. It's Dylan and Eric, right?
Dylan Klebold
And-
Eric.
Okay, maybe Dylan's the popular one.
Dylan was the goofy one with the long blonde hair.
Yeah. Alex Klebold? Is it Alex or is it Dylan?
It's Dylan Klebold.
Okay. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Boom. He blasted her.
I mean, he let her run.
Yeah, they're very, very specific about the people that they are trying to kill. It's very, I mean, I don't know. Or maybe maybe they realize the fear that they could have in people. And right here, look, they find somebody. Man. You hear what they told him?
That you're gonna live.
And then they're like, They didn't even shoot at him. They laugh. He said, "Fuck you." They laugh at it.
Are they on footage killing themselves?
Yeah, right here. And then they're like, wow, that's a lot of cops out there. Like, I don't know. There's like, you're in a weird place anyway. So like, you're already gonna be like, climactic. You're already gonna be dramatic. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, drama. Things that seem theatrical always seem theatrical because we're in a situation that never happens. You know what I mean? So you're like, I don't know. Maybe that's just why I get that feeling from it. Let's go get a couple. I'm done. Would you rather get shot by cops or by yourself? It's almost like a movie. It's almost like a scene from a movie. What if they like fake filmed this in the school days before?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just like if that's the date, if the date is like wrong on it, what if they just like weren't able to fix that? Here we go. Andre's gone. I think she's confused about who she's talking to.
Andre's the killer.
She thinks that guy she was on the phone with earlier was, him. So that's the only name she knows is that guy, so she just keeps saying that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oof.
Makes me need a cigarette.
Woof. Woof. I've watched it a lot, man.
I've never seen that part.
Yeah, I've watched it a lot. It's very intense. They're just, they're really out there. Anyways, it seems theatrical to me. A lot of it does. I think just like by the way they behave and stuff. But like I said,
I think they tried to probably make it theatrical.
Yeah.
They wanted to try to fucking put as much fear into it.
That was their swan song.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just scary.
It's crazy.
So when I think about these things,
It makes me like scared to put my kids in school.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, Yeah, but that's what it's for, right? I mean, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Someone, whether it be misunderstood children, whether it be, I don't know, angry powers that be, someone is letting people get hurt. You know what I mean? Like, some way along the line, someone is letting this happen to people. Whether it's out of their control or something, but we could probably pinpoint something where you're like, you have let this happen. You know what I mean? Like, you let it for gain or for less work for you. I don't know, but someone has let these things go. Someone has tried to keep these things. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, you ask. I remember when this used to happen, when there would be a shooting or a gun involved situation or something like that, and they would go to news places would go to local gun owners and local gun store and things like that, and they would, you know what I mean? Well, what do you think about the blah 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 and so and so and so and so blah? And then they would ask them about guns and about people getting guns and wait times, and they would just put it on the news. I remember this being on the news, and then they would be like, "How's business? Better than ever." It's better than. I remember them talking about gun shortages at places because like people were so hyped up about getting a certain kind of gun because they thought the guns were going to be taken away, but gun stores didn't even have anything left because people would show up and just buy that shit up. Just buy it up, man. They just want that. If you're going to take it from me, I'm going to buy it now. You know what I mean? And like I said, you can't put an AR-15 commercial on TV. You can't. It's not like AR-15 brought to you. You know what I mean? It's not like a fucking medication commercial. They don't have that. How do we get it? We got to get this shit on TV.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We got to get this shit on TV.
Dude, I'm so torn on it because I'm all for, having guns.
Oh, I am too. I am
all
too.
For it, but I do feel like there's certain guns that are available to the public that are so unnecessary to be available to the public.
I know. No one is the judge of that. No one is the judge of that.
I mean,
Jesus, people have cars that are unnecessary to the public.
Yeah, but the cars, aren't meant to do harm to anything. A gun is.
But a misused car hurts just as many people as a misused gun.
I mean, to a certain extent, but I mean that's comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah, that's because you. No, it's not. We're talking about something that does damage to people.
A car wasn't designed to do that, though.
Okay.
A gun is.
I got you.
That,
I see what you mean.
Like, what do you need an automatic assault rifle?
I like how that you're a car salesman, and you're like, but a car's not designed to kill.
Not a horse. No, but,
But if you were the gun guy, you would be like, look, a gun's not designed to kill. It's designed to protect. Like they would have a term too.
Yeah.
They would have something too,
I don't know. I don't feel like, even if you are saying it's home protection or protection, I don't think you need an assault rifle.
I mean, I thought about like buying a gun and stuff like that. I don't know where I'd keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
Every place that I think about putting it in my house, I think about my son shooting his face.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just that because that's what you want to think about.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, if I put this pistol in this gun drawer, in this sock drawer, just, you know what I mean?
What happens if he's snooping for Christmas presents?
I did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
I do the same thing.
And I played with guns.
Yeah.
I played with guns I found. You ever do it?
No, I'm horrified of them.
Yeah.
Horrified of
I
them.
was too, bro. But what I say, that's why you're not skydiving and I'm going skydiving. Because right on the other side of that fear, right on the other side of that fear is amazing things, and I'm just trying to find it, and I'm on the chase.
God, they freak me out.
Yeah.
They freak me out. I don't want to touch them.
Man, sometimes you just get a couple.
Like,
Call a couple of them shooters on you. Woo!
I mean, like my dad used to take me like dove hunting and shit.
Yeah.
And that was fine.
Yeah.
You
get a couple shotguns.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Lead them out. So you cleaned them and everything. You like get the.
We have to like
pop the chest out.
Swing them like that so their heads.
Yeah, and then you, but you clean them too after that. You like take all the leaves. You didn't do that? Oh man, that part is surprisingly fun. You're like, you want me to dig my fingers into this bird's body and rip its chest out? And you're like, yeah. And then you do it, and it's actually not so bad. You're like, oh, the little piece of meat comes out. And it's great. It's fun. I love dove hunting.
And I've been deer hunting once.
Oh, yeah. I've been deer hunting maybe twice.
See, I went deer hunting once, shot one bullet towards a deer.
Yeah.
Killed that deer. Never.
You killed it.
Yeah, but I shot it in the stomach.
Yeah.
And we had to follow it for like a
Fuck.
mile. It made me feel so bad.
But you learn so much.
I learned that I don't like doing that. That's
I
what
learned I don't like doing
I
that.
don't like doing that.
But you learned a lot about. I mean, even if you didn't want to, you learned a lot about like just life, and you don't think that taught a valuable lesson to you, like into your like you grained something into your subconscious that a lot of people don't do.
I don't know.
I think it probably makes you a better person. Probably makes you a good person. Just because you get it, you know what I mean? Like you get it, like you get how that system works. And like Kristen, like man, my wife is so detached from what her meat is and what she eats. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't want to think about a chicken being a chicken. You know, a steak is not a cow. Burgers are not cows. Bacon's not pig. It's none of that. No, that's just food that we made somehow. She like that's how she thinks about it. She doesn't want to think about it any other way. She does not want. If I say something about a chicken being a little chicken or something like that, she's just like, no, that's not what this is. And I was like, that's what this is, dude. This is a fucking bird.
I kind of do the same thing. I don't think about it like that whenever like I'm actually eating.
Yeah, yeah.
But
you don't have to. You know.
I mean,
Did you eat that deer that you killed?
No.
Why not?
No, I didn't want to.
So you just what?
I didn't want to.
Okay, well this is the shittiest part of the whole thing.
No. I gave because we were my uncle's dearly, so I let them take it home.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to be a part of it.
But this is even more valuable lesson now. You didn't. Okay, so look back on this feeling. Think about doing it now. You're like 21 and you go and say we went hunting and you shot something and you killed a deer. And you're like, I don't even, just y'all do whatever. But you just supplied, like, what if you supplied 3 families with meat?
I get that.
That's a great feeling. That's like the most honorable.
I don't know a scenario in which, I mean.
They don't think that's honorable?
I eat meat, so I get it. I get it. I don't like being a part of it.
But what a great thing to do for somebody.
Sure.
No?
I mean, I guess.
How much do you know how much, okay. Food is what keeps you alive. That's what makes you strong. That's what makes you smart.
Yeah.
If you have supplied a life source of something as high quality as a wild game animal.
See, if I had to kill something to feed my family,
yeah,
I would do that.
Oh, I know.
I mean, like an animal.
Yeah.
I just don't like I don't like doing it.
I know. I got that. I'm just saying this the feeling of being able to feed a bunch of people off of something that, and you're just trying to take care of people. I get what you're saying if you had to, but I mean, even if you just did it. Anyways. It's a good feat. I think it's good. It's not like giving someone a fucking bag of carrots. You know what I'm saying?
Giving a starving person a bag of carrots?
I guarantee you, if you had 2 dudes rolling by and I came through with the deer meat and you came through with the carrots, and I told them they could pick one,
yeah, they take meat.
And then they're going to treat me like a god.
Probably.
Yeah. You are the hand that feeds.
I didn't know this was for, like, homeless person clout.
Yo, bro, I got that deer meat.
Nah, man, Corey brought
I'm waiting for that
meat.
deer trailer to come by. He's got a wheelbarrow full of it.
This one a spike?
It's a spike.
Brought me a spike.
This is one of them little bump deers. This is a bump deer, a peanut deer. A bump deer. Is your has Zoe ever hunted anything?
No.
Does Zoe have a disconnect with her meat the way that my wife does?
I think it's kind of the same thing. I think she doesn't really think about it. She understands that
Yeah.
it's animal.
Is your wife a meat eater? Like, is she like it has to be like a part of a meal? Like, and that's kind of how it is with me. I'm like, okay, well, you get a meat and you get a side and then like a vegetable.
No, I mean she eats meat. It doesn't have to be like a mandatory part of her meal though. She'll eat pasta and stuff like that without meat all day long.
Like, that's what you guys have for, like, if you guys make a dinner. What's your favorite one?
Dinner.
What?
We usually go out and eat something.
Bro, stop doing
I
that.
made sliders the other
Stop
day.
doing that. Stop doing that. You're not going to be able to go places when you have a fucking kid.
No.
You got to get those things that I have. You got to do the meals that I have.
What do you mean, like the pre-made ones?
They're not pre-made. They just send you everything you need.
Oh, the blue, whatever.
I use HelloFresh, and I have a thing where you can get a week for free. You can get your first week for free, and you can try it.
Is it like an everyday thing? They send you a meal for every day of the week?
No. You have okay. So we get 3 days. Sometimes we might get 4 days, just depending on what we have going on. But usually, I think we only get 3. No, we usually get 4 days a week. It's $80. for 2 meals for 4 days. Or for me, like if me and you, okay.
So $80 for 2 meals.
Yeah.
That's $40 a meal.
No. It's $80 for 4 meals. Each one is for 2 people. 2 servings. You know what I mean? So like one
So
bag.
You're getting 8 meals. $10 a meal.
Yes. Yes. It's so good. Yeah, but they're delicious. That's the thing about it. It's delicious, dude. And like I think it really, I mean, the big thing is it just kept my eating to like a certain level because that's all that it is. You cook all the food that's in it. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're like going back and eating a bunch of shit after that and stuff. So like I really like started like I'm eating that and I'm fucking done for the night. I'm not eating anything else after I eat that, you know? So that helped a lot. Yeah, they're great though. I love it. I mean, we've been doing it for like 3 months now.
Yeah.
It's the easiest shit. I don't have to grocery shop. I don't have to fucking do none of that shit.
The other 3 days a week?
Like I do. I mean, I still like Kristen like makes this thing with like. I mean, Kristen has like a bunch of different stuff that she can make anyway. That's like not that stuff. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. We'll have like a quinoa and chicken and cheese thing, like casserole thing, or like we'll have like a fucking. I don't know, some like my favorite thing that Kristen does is like she just cuts up zucchinis and squash and sausage and potatoes and just like covers them in oil and seasonings and stuff and then just bakes it in the oven and then she'll make a big thing of like white rice and we'll eat that together. It's so fucking good, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude. What do you mean?
I don't eat like squash and zucchini and rice.
It's what are you talking about? That's good.
No, I don't eat that.
No, bro, I don't eat that. Why not? What are you talking about?
It's
It's all baked.
Yeah, it's still a texture thing.
Which changed the texture from what it was before.
No, but I know what it is.
Okay. So it's not a texture. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so weird, dude. It's like a delicious.
I
dude.
wish I ate better.
I could
I
eat a
wish I-
whole fucking pot of vegetable of zucchinis and stuff, and I could eat. Oh man, do you eat cucumbers? If you give me like a watery fruit like that, bro, I'll eat a fucking cactus. Like I love that shit.
No, I like fruits. I love fruits.
No, I don't mean fruit. I mean like a watery vegetable type thing like that, like a.
Won't do it.
Oh my god,
I'll eat
like a
lettuce.
celery.
I'll eat lettuce. I'll eat baby carrots. I wanna
You're
eat,
pushing
like,
it,
I
but
wanna
you're
eat
pushing
sweet
it.
carrots and
Will you eat a snow pea?
No, I don't eat peas.
What?
Fuck you.
Even like those peas in a pod?
No, don't eat peas.
Edamame?
No, that's not me.
Wow. Wow. Man, you get a little seasoning.
I'll eat a potato.
A little
I'll eat a
seasoning.
potato.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
take a potato.
Okay.
I will.
And what about a tomato? Will you season a tomato? You never just like slice a tomato, eat it with salt and pepper on it?
I'll do corn
Fuck.
in like a salad or something.
Ugh.
Corn on the cob.
Dude. But you're only eating the salad if you got a bunch of shit on it. You're not like to eat in the fucking salad. You don't, dude, come on. Now. You're not going to have all these problems with these vegetables and then just eat a salad with no dressing or anything like that on it.
No.
That's disgusting. That's the grossest part.
It's weird. I don't know. I don't like vegetables.
Wow.
I feel like if something has the texture of a fruit, it should be sweet. It shouldn't be like a weird, tangy, like.
You just got that millennial sugar.
Fuck you.
What? That's what it
You're
is.
a millennial too.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
you are.
No.
I promise you are.
I don't think so.
You know Nick, the dude you met, he's your age.
I'm
and-
pre-millennial.
And he's a millennial.
I'm like the end. I'm like the generation
No, you're
Y.
not even on the
I'm
cusp.
Y, bro. I'm cusping, bro.
No, hold on.
Just because he identifies as a millennial doesn't mean that I do. He's older than me.
He turns 30 this month.
Oh, so I'm older than him.
What year were you born?
Pussy. 88.
Yeah, it started in 81.
I don't know about that, dude.
That's how it is. That's how it is. And if you don't want to identify with me, that's fine. But you don't have to fucking say. it.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
81
That means that you could be 37 years old right now.
and still be millennial. Damn. I mean, I did turn 13. Like my teenage year was in the new millennium.
2000.
Yeah. I turned 13 in year 2000.
I turned 3.
That's crazy. Or maybe I was 13 and then I turned. And then yeah, I was 13 and then
We're only, our birthdays are 2 days apart.
oh yeah, that's probably what it was. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I was a teenager right at the millennium. I remember it pretty.
Was it weird?
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff about like what might happen and things like that, and like I think people were just worried about their money. You know, like people were like, I hope my money's where it is next year. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want my money to disappear.
Yeah.
That's all it was. That's, I mean, you know what I mean? What else? What did I have? What do I have? What did my parents have that wasn't going to be the same? You know what I mean? They're like, okay. They're like, well, the clocks don't work. And they're like, okay, well, I'm going to be here and I'm going to count the minutes until I go home. And then I'll let you know at the end of the day and you can pay me for that. Like, it doesn't fuck a clock.
I always go by the cycle of the moon and how the waves coincide.
They have an hourglass at Target. That's like an actual hour.
Really?
Yeah. I stood there the entire time and watched it.
Just an hour.
Nah, I came back and checked it.
I watched it.
I walked around for an hour.
Yeah.
Came back and checked it.
You hungry?
Yeah, pretty hungry. Yeah.
You gonna get lunch?
Yeah, I gotta find out where my wife is though. On the way.
So you're gonna go up to the shop and get a tattoo here?
I'm gonna tattoo her at the shop, but yeah, let's go eat. We're gonna go to the River Oaks Cafe.
You go there all the time.
I love it.
I'm never there.
Let's go. Hey, bye everybody. That was a great show. I like that a lot better. I got our camera angles down. That's some cool switcheroonies. Bye everybody. We'll see you next week. Maybe Garrett will be here. Maybe he won't. Maybe somebody else will be here. Maybe we will make a Craigslist to add. Maybe. Bye everybody. Be safe. Don't litter and don't be a piece of shit. Yeah, drink lots of water. Sparkling water.